Pay attention.
I'm trying to tell everyone that we're live for High Rollers. Hi everybody. It's me. It's Mark/Mara/Sherlock Holmes, your games master for High Rollers. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
There.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you.
Sorry,
I was waiting for the audience participation.
Hi.
I'm joined this week by my good friends. We got Rhiannon. We've got Kim.
Hi.
On the other side, we've got Tom Hazel and Katie.
Hey, what up?
Hi.
No Trot this week because we are live, and Trot is currently in a field with Old Menhir's Fate. LARP.
These old men.
You should go and check it out. If you'd like to give LARPing a go in the UK, why not go and check out Menhir's Fate? I've done a little plug for him. No, they worked really hard. It's a great team, lovely bunch of peeps, and he's out there doing that right now. We've got an exciting episode of High Rollers D&D for you today. But before we get into the lovely role-playing and dice rolling, I've got a few announcements.
I can't
What's
do it.
it's the JoJo thing with the cherries that are...
I can't watch JoJo.
Oh, whenever that GIF comes on, I'm just like,
Couple of announcements.
No.
Harpscore, do you like handmade wooden TTRPG accessories?
I do.
Well, Harpscore is a regular face at UK events selling their dice towers, trays and coasters and more, and we've partnered up with them for a merch collaboration. Check out the other cameras, Sam. We've got a bunch of different items. You can get the High Rolls collection includes the exclusive Altheya Chronicler, the dice tray and storage with dry erase board and pen, High Rollers Warden, which is their dice tray and tower in one, High Rollers Coasters, there's 3 different designs. Four different designs, including the Clever Toad. There's also the awesome D20 shaped LED light, which I've put up on top of there, which you can't see.
it's above my head.
Yeah. I wanted it off
I was
the
like,
table.
where is it? It was just above my head. I can't see that. Ain't that low?
You can go and check it out.
It do glow.
There be a link.
They've been popular, those
I
lights.
love
They
them.
have been.
People like them. You can check it out. There is a link in video chat in the description. It is everywhere and anywhere. Go and check it out. Kim's going to tell you about discounts and pre-orders.
Hold on. There it is. There you go.
It's like when Dracula says, "Who's got 2 thumbs?"
I'm
Discount.
so bothered by. I was going to say how I've arranged this, but
I'm gonna
now
add
I'm
that to my
bothered by
jokes
you.
list.
Discount code. So there are 2 discount codes for various amounts of money off on the coasters and then off the whole thing. They'll be in chat now. They'll be tweeted out. They'll be in the video description. You can find them. One of them might be Altheya 10 or something like that. I did not prepare for the discount codes. Just to say that because all of these goods are handmade by 2 very talented, very tired people in the UK, that the way that these are ordered is they're done in pre-order waves. So if you go to the store, you'll see what I mean. You can select kind of like when your pre-order is made. Yeah. Just to assure you that it's because they are, like I said, handmade to a very exceptionally high quality. And we love James and Michael at Heartscore, and we've known them for quite a while now, and they keep spoiling us every
Kim,
Comic-Con we
they
go
do.
to.
Kim.
So, yeah.
What if I don't want to buy them online? I want to buy them at convention.
Well, you're in luck because Heartscore are going to be at MCM Comic-Con London in October.
Yeah.
Along with us.
Hey!
Just to, we're not.
Don't jump my bit. I've got that coming up later. Carry on.
So you can buy some of this stuff at Comic-Con, London Comic-Con at the end of October, and also at Dragon Meet in the UK.
Nice.
And how should I segue to you on this?
Just cut to him.
Just cut to him. Just cut.
Okay, thanks, Kim.
You sat like that for so long. I thought you were going to put your neck out.
No. No, that's it. Thank you very much, Harpscore. Awesome, lovely new merch collaboration. We also, this is very similar to our merch collaborations we've done with Dispelled Dice and Geeky Clean. You want to go get our awesome dice collection, go check out Dispelled Dice. They gave us a load of lovely dice when I was at Gen Con recently.
Yeah.
I've got my set at home, so I actually have a set at home now, which I didn't have for a long time. But yeah, go check out Dispelled Dice, Geeky Clean if you'd like to get your bath rocks and your lovely things to make your bath smell nice. You can go check out Geeky Clean.
Chances they'll be at Comic-Con as well.
Very likely.
Very likely.
Go and check those out as well. Right.
Who else is at Comic-Con?
We're going to... Listen, I've got a very strict list of this, and I'm sticking to it because before Comic-Con, I want to talk about Discworld Live.
Oh, yes.
Discworld. It's time to Discworld. Nice, I'm going to get in my head. We've partnered up with our good pals at Modifius, as well as the awesome Andy Farron from Oxventure and the amazing AG Events, who did our Adelphi live show, if you came to that. We're doing a special Discworld role-playing game live show in London. That's on Friday, the 28th of November. We'll be at the Indigo at the O2 for a live adventure in Terry Pratchett's world of Discworld. Andy Farron from Oxventure is going to be our GM, which means I get to play. Because I don't know anything about Discworld. It's my first time. Kim's very excited. Look how excited Kim is.
He's like, I've already begun my reread of everything. I just finished Guards. Let's go.
There's been paragraphs in our Discord, so
I am so close to a PowerPoint presentation to you guys. I
don't think you need one. You've put a lot in there.
We've already had like book recommendations.
Well, I've already made the.
That is all happening. Tickets are available. 28th of November. Go and check that out. That's happening in London. 28th of November. It's also happening the day before Dragon Meet, which is a TTRPG and board gaming event here in the UK, which I believe is happening at the Excel this year. So if you're planning to go along to Dragon Meet, I mean, why not make a little trip of it? Come and see the live show, and then come to Dragon Meet.
I'm gonna break in.
A couple of us might be at Dragon Meet too. Right now, but if that's too late, you can come meet us sooner, because in October, we've got 2 events happening. First of all, on October the 25th, Saturday, we're going to be at MCM Comic-Con, as Kim mentioned. We've got a meet and greet and another live show.
Yeah,
a
boy.
little special convention live show, maybe with a little special announcement.
Secrets.
Mayhaps.
Mayhap I twimpsed myself around and give you a special meet and greet. That is happening at London. You can get Comic-Con tickets. You don't need a ticket to come to our live show. You don't need a ticket for the meet and greet, but you do need a ticket to get into the convention. So go and grab that early. And if, tell them that, you're coming to see High Rollers. Wow.
Fantastic, baby.
So yeah, come and do that. That is MCM October. You know what I would love to see if people want to bring out, I know a few people have done High Rolls cosplay in the past. Maybe do a little High Rolls cosplay.
Get your cosplay out.
And then also, later on...
Dare you?
Yeah, sure.
Do it, cowards.
I still haven't seen a Gruff cosplay, I'm just saying.
October 31st, which is the Friday, is Halloween.
Ween!
Spooky.
In Bristol, we're doing another live show.
Another one?
Another live show. A bit of a smaller one, a little smaller. But we're going to be...
say small. It's not that small.
As in, like, there are less people allowed in the venue, is what I mean. Still epic and big.
6 total, and it's just us.
But what I'm saying is get your tickets, because there ain't 1,500 of them. So
Some
get your
tickets are
tickets.
not out yet, Mark.
But when they do go out, you got to buy them early.
Yeah.
It's happening at St George's, which is up on Park Street in Bristol. Very easy to access from the city centre.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for those tickets going out as well.
Very soon.
Very soon. Get 'em, boss. That is it for my announcements, unless there is something else anybody would like to add.
Nah, dog.
Buy our merch.
Merch.
Kim and Mark are wearing
Do
it.
that. Bag.
Green flame!
Pink flame. Pink flame.
Hat.
Yes. That.
Bag.
Bag.
We are so fucking professional, you guys. Go to High Rollers merch. Put that in a Google, and then you'll get to the page. Yeah, but it'll get you there. T-Mill.
Just
High Rollers
It's
T-Mill.
linked in the chat because the mods are more professional
Just
than we are.
Google High Rollers spend money.
High Roller money go.
Kim Embezzlement Fund. Wait, I said that out loud.
Go check out the merch, all of that kind of good stuff. I think with that is it for the announcements.
I think so.
It is time to run that intro. Sam,
God.
save us from this madness.
Done. Or the new one. Roll intro.
Just roll intro.
Do
Thanks, Sam.
something.
Guys,
Fucker.
please.
Oh, shit.
Write up your board. Write up your board.
Sorry.
I can't.
It's okay, I can cut this
can't
out.
deal
I
with
know.
this.
I'm going to cut all this out.
Just gonna wait. Just gonna
Nah.
give it a minute.
Oh God.
Gonna give it a minute.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. We good?
I'm contained.
Yeah, we're good,
I'm
we're good,
contained
we're good.
myself.
Okay.
Fuck.
Welcome back to Altheya the Dragon Empire. Our heroes vanquished Agamox the Doomclaw, champion of Orjanya, during a desperate battle in the village of Netting-on-Sea. After the intense and exhausting battle, the party recovered in the former home of Reeve Merrick Ogden and began searching for clues and information about the village's local secret cult and how they might be able to find the other champion, Coralsong. Sister Ophelia and Gruff travelled to the church of St. Tilan near the village to try and put the unquiet spirits of the murdered priest to rest, swearing an oath to track down the villainous Jameson, the former marshal of the town, within a year, or Gruff's life would be taken by the priestess herself. Now, they must continue their search for clues and complete Gruff's nightly quest. And that is where we pick back up this week, everybody. You did find in the home of Merrick Ogden, in his family farmhouse, you found a secret shrine to Orjanya, in which there was a crude map and various offerings and
Oh yeah,
symbols.
cults for beginners.
Cult stuff.
very much cults for beginners
That'd be
stuff.
first cult.
But most importantly, the map was of particular interest because it did seem to highlight a section of coast near the village. I can see what you're doing. You little MCR fangirls.
We got tickets to go to see my
I know.
I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Can we not rub it in poor Rhiannon's face, please? Thank you.
It's all right.
It was Ticketmaster's
The queue was
fault.
stupid.
We tried.
There was like 80,000 people in the queue.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Sorry.
It's all right.
The Black Parade's fucking huge.
I know it's
Yeah.
weird.
With
Big parade.
Quite big, yeah.
this map perhaps indicating another place to search or where information may be found, you do have the quandary of where to go next.
Did we find a trail of...
That's right, we did have some technical
Man trail.
man trail. We had some
Man fresh.
Are you asking me in real life or in the game?
both. We had some technical issues at the end of the last stream, which meant it was a bit choppy, and we just decided to cut our losses where we could.
Yeah.
You had gone in search of to try and see if there was some sort of track, and you were looking specifically for tracks of perhaps Jameson or somebody fleeing this way.
Or Stank.
Let's give that
Probably
a brand
smells of
new.
Lynx Africa.
Let's give that a brand new roll. But before we do a roll, we do need to roll for fate.
That one. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So I will sing Lynx Africa's praises till the cows come home.
Really?
I love Lynx Africa.
I mean...
I can now choose.
Tell you what, actually,
Would anyone like a dice tray? A dice roll?
I
Dice
will.
tower?
Yeah, I'll take that one. I bought the Body Shop's white musk recently because I had a
that's
need to return
nostalgic.
to the 90s. Yeah. Not as good anymore.
Oh.
It fades really fast.
Sorry, is this the Body Shop podcast? Can we play D&D?
Yeah, their shea butter, really good.
Right.
Okay.
D6s, please.
One.
So a 1 and a 2. That's 2 for me.
2.
Oh, another 1 for me. Lovely.
2.
Oh, is this going to be a full stack? Let's
We
find
don't
out.
have a trot either,
I'll
so
use
it's
a neutral.
There's only
D6.
1 left. Oh. 5?
5.
5. Okay.
Close.
Take that though.
It's not super lucky though.
As a reminder, with Fate, don't forget I did introduce a new way that you can spend it. Not only can you add a d6 to an ability check or a saving throw or an attack roll, you can also spend it. If you fail, you can basically try and reduce the consequences of a failure to give it a bit of a positive spin.
Can't wait to use all of that.
Yeah, he tells us now we have
Well,
1.
but luckily, if you guys succeed at ability checks, I can also spend mine to add little complications.
Just succeed,
to them as
forehead.
well. Just succeed, and I'll spend them.
Mum?
So let's start with a fresh new roll searching for signs that Jameson may have came this way. Because I think you did see that there was a boat missing.
Yeah, there
right?
was a
You
boat
did
missing.
find that a boat had
yeah,
been
we did,
taken.
yeah.
But I think that there was
Right,
still this let's see if we can find any trail or evidence. And
Yeah.
stuff. This would be a survival roll from someone.
Probably can.
I have +8.
+8?
Yeah.
+4? Plus
Rowan is happily and quietly trudging behind you.
Oh my fucking god!
Are you
Don't buy these. Don't buy these. Don't buy them.
No, buy them, just don't be Kim.
Yeah.
Did you get one?
Maybe just roll it normally.
Can I?
No, that roll counts. So you...
Oh wait, it's a 7.
Okay.
So you got
Plus
15.
It's 7. I misread it. Plus 8.
15.
15.
Oh, okay.
15. With that, yeah, you would find that there is signs. You kind of make your way out of the western side of the village because there's no gates or walls or anything here. So you really just kind of go past a couple of the shops, the general store specifically, and begin looking around. Trying to see if there is like a nature trail or a trail that people look. And you do find that there's like a woodland path that follows sort of the edge of the coast. But making your way through that, there is signs that there is not a trail or a dirt path or anything like that, but Gruff, with your keen sort of wilderness senses and having grown up in a place like Iceheart, which is quite rough and difficult, you're used to seeing the signs of like creatures or people passing by. And you can see that in the soft earth, there is signs that not recently, but somebody goes off this track and begins making their way down into the cliffs along the coast itself. And you can find that there is, you know, when you start making your way down to the rocks and things like that, there are pieces of rock that have been carved out and like ring pulls, like handholds have been added in, but they're kind of hidden from the trail itself. So only those who knew that this place was here or knew where to look would possibly have found this place. You would have, you know, there's no way that like just walking that trail, you would have spotted this from the trail itself. Only somebody who knew where to go would be able to find it. And I think maybe as well, like on the trees that sort of lead off the path going down to that side, you might find like a very rough engraving, like a carved symbol of a shark's mouth. And that's again, like, yeah, this is obviously the sign for members of this cult to turn off here, basically.
Would that
But I'm
count?
assuming you don't go down too far because you just wanted to see if there was
Yeah, I
like a
wanted a little
trail.
peek.
Yeah.
Because everyone else was all split up.
Yes.
And,
Would carvings like that, it's not anything I have, but it'll be what Daisy has, I believe. Would that fall under thieves' cant? Those sort of scratched in sigils and things?
If it was more of a thief or a criminal organization, yes. I
Okay.
would say that this probably wouldn't count under thieves' cant because it's very specifically religious and culty.
Just in terms of like finding them, I suppose, more than anything.
It
or-
would be more like a perception or investigation, like
Okay,
a high
fair
passive
enough.
or investigation. If this had been like, if you were in a city and like this was a sign left by like fence here, which I think you used in Ashen's Rest actually, you found like symbols that are like this person is a fence for stolen goods and things like that. Yeah, absolutely. But this is a bit more culty, so it's a bit more not thievy.
Druid message
Carved
carved in wood.
No,
and
I mean
it's a
you guys can already recognize it, right? Like you already recognize
We've already
this as
seen
the
it.
the symbol of
Seen it on the
Ojanya.
map, yeah. Does the vague direction this is going, does that match up with the map that we found and the
You think
symbol
so?
we found on that?
With a 15, it's pretty easy to guess that, yeah, basically this trail will lead you in that direction and is, you know, looking at the way, like, looking at the cliffs of the coast and the seaside, you know, sections of it have been worn down, resembling steps, and, like, it's very rough hewn, but, yeah, you're like, yeah, somebody could make their way down to the cliffside here.
Okay. I would go back to the village to round everyone up. People were doing various culty things, weren't you?
We were just basically gathering the evidence so that if anyone was to come and investigate from like the main islands, that there was evidence of that cult and that
Bad boys were
Jameson would be arrested if they found him anywhere else.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you found again, like you found cloaks and ritual daggers in Jameson's house, and you had witnesses there with you. You had Anna Breezewater, the otter lady who runs the general store. I believe that Ophelia and Sir Jordan had maybe checked on the ship, like on the docks, and you were the one who's seen that, yeah, there was a small, only a coastal ship. It's not like a deep water ship or anything like that. A coastal ship was missing that was supposed to be there. And you were the one who saw that.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Graf.
Hi, Gruff.
I'm from a little village called Tomorrow.
I'm aware.
Xanthias, what have you done now?
Nothing. I've just been.
Xanthias, put that down.
I'm not holding anything, Gruff.
Hello, Xanthias.
Hello. Just some vocal exercises as always.
Is everyone okay?
Yes, I think so. I think we're all rested up now. You
Oh, yes, I think I'm fine.
he sounds a little bit like he has a cold or something, but
Yes, I think I've got a bit of a cold.
yes, maybe you should
Bunged up nose.
yeah, maybe just let your voice rest for the remainder of it.
You sound like Richard from the IT crowd. You know, the gothy
Oh, yeah, the goth.
vampire. Yeah.
Oh, not an actual cradle of filth. That'd be disgusting.
Right, I found what I think is a trail that Jameson may have taken, and
Okay.
it matches up with the map that we found in
brilliant.
the Ogden's house. So I believe, well, really we have two choices here. We can try and go after and find this hideout and see if we can catch up with him, or we carry on to pursue Coralsong. The only thing is, I don't have a trail on Coralsong. We had the conch, but obviously that suffered a mishap.
Rowan looks sad.
Well, presumably Jameson's fled to that second location, right, on the map.
Yes.
I mean, that depends. One of the boats was missing down at the docks.
Well, a boat would be quicker, right, Gruff? Quicker than walking, running?
I did see signs of someone passing there.
Not recently, though. As I said,
Not
it would have
recently.
been, this. It showed that trail is used, but not. You didn't
right,
see any fresh tracks. My apologies if that wasn't clear.
Using his boat knowledge, would it be possible to get to that location by boat?
I mean, it's possible. You don't know if it would have been any quicker by the time you actually got the ship ready to sail. Like, this is not far from the village. This is maybe like a 10-minute, 15-minute walk. By the time you got the boat ready and out of shore, you could have walked it in that time. The only reason you would probably take a boat from Netting on Sea is if you were going further, if you were going somewhere else.
Right.
I don't know if he does know where Coralsong is, because they had to light that big fire to call them here. I don't think they're very good at it.
Well, also, I don't believe that Coralsong actually knew what Argamox was doing here. I feel that perhaps this was a pet project of Argamox. From what Rowan said and Xanthias deduced. She was like, "Where are you?" Didn't know where he was, what he was up to. So
I don't think they were a good enough cult for her to care.
no, small fry in the grand scheme of things.
Well, it certainly seemed to be the case. I mean, they were killing the cultists. They didn't care about them at all. They just wanted to slaughter, didn't they? I see Mateo's stroking his little goatee. Very curious.
Particular brand of cruelty, though, isn't it?
Oh yes, ghastly stuff.
So I think
Okay, what are our leads then? Obviously this second
leads-
location, but
our leads are the second location on the map.
Yes.
And I found the trail for it. And then there's the missing boat.
Well, I mean, I've seen you use incredible magics and powers and things like that. Do any of you have anything like that could sort of guide the way?
have
Give you a
knives.
clue?
Daggers.
you have knives.
You do, but
daggers,
yes, but you've got your friend, the
They-
wings and light and...
I don't think they will know where
Oh.
horrible creatures are.
Oh. I thought maybe they were, I don't know.
No.
A lot of my magics is offensive in nature, I suppose.
Yes, same. Mainly fire. And fire making things.
I don't think I've got anything, but I will look.
Well, maybe we could check out the place on the map anyway, since we're here. If we have to get a boat somewhere else, then we may as well try everything we can here first.
I mean, I could send Saren to go and scout the waters and see how, if she can spot anything.
Yeah, because how far can you send it? It's like miles, right?
And I'm just trying to.
I think your telepathic communication...
Telepathic is 100 foot, but it doesn't say.
Saren can go
anything
further
about-
than that. Yeah. Seren's a creature, right? Saren is a familiar. They're a fey creature now. They can fly as far as you want them to. It's just you would lose telepathic communication with them
Then,
after 100 feet.
Yeah. So I.
But you could imprint in Seren's mind, fly down the coast to the west, and then in an hour come back, or 20 minutes come back to me, and then tell me if you saw anything.
I mean, or I could fly myself.
No, we need you here. It's best you stay here, I think.
Actually, most of us can fly.
Yes, I don't think we should split up anymore.
No.
Yes, You fly now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I'm a bit mad about that, actually. That was my special thing.
I'm sorry. Well, Gruff can fly too.
Oh, yes, I fly now.
Yes, Gruff flies now. Ophelia can climb up walls.
Okay, I'm not special. I get it.
Daisy, I can't fly.
Okay.
You're still much more special than me.
You've got
You're
daggers.
spiking.
You have the prettiest wings out of all of us.
Well,
Yours are very fiery.
I couldn't really see them, I'll be honest. They were.
They're very scary.
Really?
But like in a way that's good, because if I was fighting you, I'd be like, whoa, no thanks.
That's good. I mean, I didn't see
And as a
them
reminder,
scary.
they're not crown steely wings, are they? They're more
No,
like,
not crown steely.
they're proper like flaming.
I mean, this is
dragon.
literally from like
His.
the Dragonborn ancestry.
So this is like golden flaming wings. They're not crown steely.
There's some runic element to them as well.
Yeah.
Daisy's wings are very pretty. Yours are very commanding.
Oh, that commanding works. Yours were very seagully. If you were a seagull, they'd be seagully.
I was an eagle.
If you're an eagle, they were very eagle.
They were majestic wings.
Oh, majestic, yes.
Yes, powerful.
But anyway, we're talking about wings when we should be sending wings.
I'll send Saren out.
Yes.
So I will. I mean, Saren would probably actually already be on my shoulder.
Yeah, unless you dismiss them, they are
Yeah.
sort of permanently there.
Yeah.
I assume when you go into combat, normally Saren is somewhere safe, like for the
I'm being
time.
a bit more protective over her at the moment.
Yeah.
She helps with, in terms of flavor, she helps with spells and spell casting and stuff like
But it's like normally like flying high up above and
She's not like an offensive.
just as a point, because like enemies can attack Saren, so I
Save the
assume
balls.
yes, yeah.
I'm being a bit more protective of
Sure.
my baby girl. So yeah, I would speak with her quietly and ask her to
Yes,
go and
Graf.
scout.
Yes, I can. Yes. What should I look for?
We're looking for two things. Primarily, we're looking for remember that Jameson.
Yes.
We're looking for him in a small boat, perhaps.
Yes.
Or anyone in a small boat. You see those boats down there on the dock?
Yes, yes.
That style of boat.
Yes.
What direction they're heading in.
Okay.
If you can see how they look. The other thing we're looking for is signs of more of these creatures.
Oh, the terrible sea creatures.
The
Yes.
bad creatures,
Yes. I will look for them. I will look for them.
Yeah, if you fly, perhaps for an hour, and then come back to me.
To the west.
We'll be heading down to this cove, and I'll show them.
Yeah, and as soon as she's in range, you'll know where she is and she'll know where you are. So, yeah, Saren will say, like, yes, of course, takes off and begins flying out to the west along the coastline and will begin making their way. And after a few beats of her wings, she's out of telepathic range and you lose, connection with her. But yeah, you've got if you want to wait an hour, if you guys want to start making your way, you could do.
I suggest we start making our way down to this cove, but I don't know if anyone wants to pick up any supplies or anything before we go.
I mean, how far away is this place?
store?
With the otter lady.
Yes.
We can have a look and see if there's anything useful.
But we need to be quick as well. I just want to, make sure we
Okay.
don't lose trails.
I don't think there's any way of replacing anything that we lost during that fight, but it's worth having a look. And also to meet an otter lady.
Sad, grieving otter lady that I'm
Yeah.
furious about.
She was very cryy.
We drove past an otter sanctuary. I've been away this weekend. We drove past an otter sanctuary, and I had to fill Ted in on the whole. Like, it took 20 minutes. The
We just
saga.
weeping. And
Yeah.
then
He was like, let's go to the otter sanctuary, and I was like, no.
too soon.
Bit of a sore subject right now.
So, on the western side of Netting-on-Sea, with little flower boxes and nets draped over the roof dyed sea green, with a handmade sign of a sweet-looking otter in a shawl holding armfuls of little pretty trinkets, as if they were stones being collected. You enter, and there is no name on it, but you could learn from locals that it is just referred to as Auntie Anne's.
I think we knew that one.
And you enter inside. Inside, it's really quite not bare, but there is not a lot here. There's sort of a couple of shelving units in the middle, kind of display tables, really. Shelves along either side. and it reminds you of the kind of, this is a local general store. There's, wrapped dried rations, there's fishing equipment, hunting supplies, clothes, cloaks, boots, the sort of things that local people would need. Scattered around there, you might find a few like decorative pieces, a lot of driftwood that's been shaped and carved into different sea creatures or plants and things like that. There's probably actually like little potted plants that are for sale as well, with little sea green painted designs all around the outsides. And then at the back, there is a sort of door that obviously leads into a living part of the house, and there's a small counter with a little sort of dinky register, like a clockwork. Like, it looks quite rusted and old, probably from like Kelskaris, bought like second or third hand. And you can see Anne Breezewater herself, this otter wild heart, dressed in a little cloak and shawl, and she's sort of busying herself by just adjusting the shelves, but she's not really doing anything important. You can see it's just busy work. It's like she's taken everything down on the sort of tackle boxes and is moving it to where the mugs are, and the mugs are going over here, and it's just busy work, right?
Yeah.
Why is she doing that?
Just because it's something to keep her distracted.
Why does she need to be distracted, Mark?
Because she's mourning the loss of her family and the horrific things that have happened in the village yesterday. She sees you enter. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm sorry, it's a bit of a mess. I've been trying to... I was thinking of rearranging
lovely
a few
in
things.
here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We were going to be heading out very, very soon down the coast.
So soon? You don't think those awful things are coming back, do you?
No, of course not. No, I think we've dealt with the worst of it.
Oh, good. By the scions, I hope so.
But knowing us, we're likely to find something out there, and that will inevitably send us soaring across the world in a completely different direction. So likely we'll need some sort of supplies just in case that happens.
Oh. Well, we have a few things here. Yes, we've got rations for travelling and food and water skins if you need that sort of thing. Do you have cloaks? I mean, it's warm. But it's getting near the end of summer. It'd be autumn soon. It might start to get a bit chilly.
Well, I mean,
She just looks at you with these huge, like, wide otter eyes, like, just sort of doesn't really know what to do with, like, these seasoned adventurers in her shop.
Well, unfortunately, we were quite quick to sort of stuff all of our supplies onto the boat when we left. So I don't know, where do we stand on supplies and things?
I don't think you have a lot. Like, so, Joran, you bought some supplies, like food and stuff like that.
From the house, didn't we?
Just how much of it was like...
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah,
you did
we got
raid
all the-
Merrick Ogden's house as well.
You've do that.
Yeah, you've probably got more than enough food for, like, any sort of, like, decent journey that you've got coming up.
Yeah, but fan service.
Listen, if you just want to, because, like, you imagine that if you drop a lot of gold in this lady's business, you're probably going to make more money for her than she makes in 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, but most of it's kind of like little local trinkets and.
What are the trinkets? What kind of trinkets does she have?
So she has, like, you can see that there's, like, carved animal statues made from, like, driftwood, like, very decorative, like, dream catchers made out of, like, netting ropes and things like that. You also notice quite a lot of, like, shell necklace and jewellery as well, seems to be. She has, like, a little glass cabinet, and it's got all these, like, very pretty shells and, like, chains, and it looks handmade, like, handmade little jewelleries and things like that.
I'm interested in this jewellery for my my wife.
Oh, really? Oh, yes, I've got there's a lovely selection. We've got, and she starts going through it, and there's, like, a big scallop that's been painted and decorated with not precious stones. It's all just, like, kind of non-precious stones that make it glitter and sparkle, but it's kind of like a hollowed out scallop shell, and it's been inlaid with, like, maybe like a resin or something like that. Very pretty, but probably not very expensive. You can see that there's a few other things, little kind of tiny conch shell earrings and things like, little tiny baby conches and stuff like that. One thing that maybe does draw your eye is a necklace of strung cowrie shells, which are the little kind of like tiger kind of patterned ones. And there's 6 of them, very beautiful, put around like this leather cord. And that seems to be sort of prominently sort of the main centerpiece. And when she sees you, is like, oh, those are lucky cowrie shells. They're kind of a little thing along the coast here. Each one's supposed to give you a little bit of luck. That's it, really. And yeah, it's
luck.
just things like that.
I do like luck. Find me a person who doesn't like luck, and I will show you a liar.
But there's probably like little price tags on all of these as well. Most of the shell jewelry is like 5 silver to like 5 gold. It's really not much at all. This lucky cowrie shell though is priced at 20 gold. But you get the impression that like, yeah, it's probably, again, you could easily spend more than that and it would probably make her day, you know. It's up to you guys. But yeah, but there's no, I will say, at most in terms of adventuring equipment, things like rope, lanterns, all of that stuff you could easily buy. There's probably 1 healer's kit here, not even like healing potions. This is not the kind of place that is going to stock much of that stuff.
Yeah. How much of the stuff, because the boat was not completely stripped of supplies.
It was only the mast
just chained down.
Yeah, it was just taken down. It wasn't like taken.
right,
no,
okay.
nothing was damaged or destroyed.
Oh, I
or
thought like
anything.
the harpoons and maybe all the weaponry and stuff.
No.
It was taken. Like that's the
yeah.
there's like there were no harpoons on the deck, so that stuff is probably gone. But it might be that St. Jorah's got some more hidden away somewhere.
Yeah.
There probably is like harpoons here. Like there's like she's got like up on the walls, like on little hooks and things like that. There's a big giant stuffed swordfish up on the back as well that looks like it's for sale, but it's enormous. Rowan's looking at it like, ooh. There's fishing rods, there's like fishing equipment, spears, like any kind of like bows, like hunting equipment, arrows, crossbow bolts, that sort of stuff. Very common, regular, mundane equipment for sale here.
Does anyone here want the cowrie necklace?
You can go for it.
Go for it.
Well, if nobody else here catches that eye, I would absolutely love to take that cowrie necklace from my wife,
Absolutely,
please.
of course. Oh, that'd be wonderful. She starts taking it out and has got a little tissue paper and like wraps it up and stuff and puts it in like a little bag and hands it to you. It's 20 gold. I will tell you, there is actually a very minor magical trait to the lucky cowrie necklace. It has 6 charges, 1 for each cowrie. You can spend 1 charge and you grant a +1 to an ability check or a saving throw. But once they're gone, they lose their luck, basically.
Is it just like the cowrie will still be there?
Yeah. It just loses that luckiness, basically. to it.
Destroy itself. Here, wife, have this string.
Just smouldering black stones on it. No, it is just this is literally just like a touch of supernatural luck on each of these shells, and they're like pristine specimens of the cowrie shell. You don't imagine every cowrie shell is going to give you that.
Could I also have that necklace over there with the scallop shell?
Yeah. And that's one of the I'd say like 5 gold for that one, so 25 gold total.
Girl, put down 50 gold.
No, this is too much, and like goes to give you the change.
No, absolutely is fine. Like, it's...
What? But that's double. Yeah, that's far too much, sir. No, that's. And like looks at you and realizes that like you're just like no, that's what I'm gonna give you, and she's just like thank you so much. Like looks at it, probably more money than she's held in a fairly long time.
Call it a nice tradition. It's not.
Okay, yes, yes, of course. I don't want to insult traditions and things. It's very generous of you. Thank you so much. Is there anything else I can help you? Do you need anything else? I think this is really everything we've got in stock at the moment.
Well, just on a...
We're just more used to catering to the locals, really, not to travellers and adventurers and the like.
It's absolutely fine, Anne. I was just going to ask, though, how would you feel about, taking charge around here?
What do you mean? I'm trying to help out a little bit. I think everyone's a bit out of sorts with everything that's happened.
Well, we've been told that, you're fairly popular here. You're very well known in the community.
It's very kind of people to say.
Obviously this place is now without a leader.
Yeah, when you say that, there's definitely like a dark, like she's like, oh, and she'll probably make like she'll like hold her little hands, little otter hands, like in prayer, just like, oh, I know, I still can't quite believe that Merrick and the others, they've been around for so long, ever since when we first moved, my family's been here, I grew up with them, and to think that they were secretly up to all that awful business with Ember, like makes the sign of the scions sort of over her heart, sort of thing.
Well, I mean, it sounds like there could there's a need for a good-hearted leader in these plots, someone who can heal the community.
Oh, I don't know if I'm much of a leader. I'm quite quiet, and I mean, I get on with people. Sure, I'm good at looking after people, but I don't know about a leader.
I don't think people here would want a very big, loud leader again right now. I think that they would like someone that they can talk to.
Oh, I suppose so. Well, I guess I could think about if everyone in the village was agreed. I suppose I would take, if people wanted me to, I'd be more than happy to try and do what I can. But I mean, I'll have to go and speak to the Draconic Lord and all of that, won't I? If I'm the Reeve, isn't that what they do?
Well, probably only once in a while, you know how busy they are.
I suppose, yes, I suppose that's true. There's not much. I suppose it's just the hoarding and the tithings and things like that we'd have to. But I suppose that can all just be. Well, I suppose it's not much different than running a business, really, making sure all taxes are paid and
delegation's a thing anyway. I'm sure you could find someone to help you with that.
There's a lot of good people here, and well, maybe all that awfulness from last night will bring us a bit closer together. I suppose. Well, like I said, if everyone else in the village was agreed and wanted me to do it, of course I would. Of course I would. But I don't know if I'm cut out for it. Let's put it that way.
You've got a good heart, Anne, and I think that's what this village needs at the moment.
Oh, well, yes. Perhaps I'd feel better if I could find somebody who'd be a really good marshal, somebody I could trust, somebody who can do all the bits I'm not good at, do you know? But I just don't really know anyone like that.
Well,
because that would be another position that would need to be filled, is the Reeve and the marshal, so...
Well, perhaps an answer will come in time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yes, in the meantime, is there anything else I can get you? Anything else you need, or...
I'm afraid I am very, very light on gold at the moment, and by that I mean I don't have a gold piece to my name.
Here is Kim's complete lack of surprise.
Because I spent it all on nets and crossbows for your quest.
Yes,
So,
you did.
how about that? And gambling.
How many?
and
gambling.
And I spent it all on gambling. That you did. I mean, I don't know if anybody wrote it down, but there was gold that you found and offerings and things like that in certain places.
Jewels I've
what I
written down.
have.
Okay. I think that was, yeah.
Gruff
mostly,
didn't
yeah.
take any of it.
No, I mean, he didn't. Should have.
Sure.
Was there anything else anyone
Well, I
needed?
didn't take any of it because Ophelia was too busy shoveling it into her bag. Yeah.
That'll be me next time. That's a guarantee.
Guarantee.
I think we're good. Any word from Seren just yet, or are they on the way?
Not hearing anything
I mean,
at the moment.
you said an hour, and you've been like 50 minutes. It's just, you're in a little shop next door.
I'm gonna tell Sir Joran where we're off to, and then we'll get on our way. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you step outside, and it's like, well, thank you so much again. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, Anne.
Sees you all go.
May the saints and scions bless you, Anne.
Yeah, she's like watches you all go. This little tiny otter lady.
Does she pull a rock out from her pocket?
No,
Okay, 'cause
she's got loads of trinkets around.
Ross can do that.
Tons of rocks. She was juggling them the entire time.
No, you make your way outside. It's not hard. Sir Joran is, I think, probably still sort of helping people adjust. Actually, no, he'd be down on the Sunkist, getting the Sunkist ready. He'd be getting the ship ready. So you easily, before you head out, you can just peer down. The docks of Nettigon Sea are right below the main square. Like, you just go down these little steps onto the beach, and you see him there, kind of getting the Sunkist ready, sort of grumbling to himself. Oh, bloody fishmen, crabmen, ruin my boat, that sort of thing. He's kind of just grumbling into himself. You go down there, he's like, have you made any progress, Sir Griffith?
Well, we've searched some of the houses and we found this map in one of the cultist houses. I've also had a look where I thought perhaps Jameson went, and I've picked up the trail that matches to this. So I've sent two things. There was a boat missing, so I've sent Seren to go on a scout on the seas to see if she can find anything, spot any sign of it. But also, we're going to go scout this marking on the map.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. It's going to take me a while to get the Sunkist ready. They fully took the mast down, all the sails, some of them have been torn. I'm going to have to repair them, that sort of thing. It's going to take probably a good few hours for me to get the ship ready, the schooner that he's got. It will take me a while to get things ready.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, certainly look into it. I don't know about this. I don't know if what this Jameson would have done. These cults, if they've been operating this long in netting on sea, then it's been ingrained in a lot of them. I'd be interested to hear what you find at this place, though. But Coralsong, the other champion, is still out there somewhere, and I imagine that if they find out, or if they begin to suspect that something's happened to this Agamox, they'll likely get worse. They'll increase their attacks. They'll increase their violent behaviour. So I think it's important that we try and act as quickly as possible.
Well, I'm hoping that this cave, this marking, will give us something on Coralsong, because that's something we haven't found. We found plenty of Agamox, but you know, it's
I mean, there was also the attacks on the other place on Twin Peak Isle. We could see if there's perhaps more information there.
That was going to be my next point of call if nothing comes up here. But also, I just want to check out this cove and check that the last of this cult in this village is gone.
It seems that, I mean, what immediately comes to my mind is, how does a small, you know, fairly rudimentary, fairly sort of, how should I put it, local cult like this, how does it even know about creatures like Agamox and the champions? I mean, how did they know that lighting that signal would bring them here? They must have spoken with them or had some sort of contact with them, I think. Perhaps there may be something.
That's what I'm hoping.
All right, well, I'll be here when you need me. You can always send your Seren to come and give me word. I can, if it takes you that long. I mean, I shouldn't imagine it'll take you several hours, but if it does, I can always bring the Sunkist round to this point, and he's like seen the map now, so he knows where you're roughly going. I can always bring the Sunkist round there if you need me.
Do you need any supplies for the Sunkist? How are you on harpoons, weapons, all that stuff?
They chucked out most of my ones up here on the deck, but I've got a stash down below.
Okay.
But that's it until I get back to somewhere I can have some more made. That's probably going to be limits. I've got 5 more hidden below.
5 more. Anne's got some in her shop, so I can get you some more if you would like some more.
I'll go check them out. They may not fit, so because the ballista is particularly, it's more than just a regular harpoon, but I can see if they'll fit, and I might be able to modify them myself. But that's very kind of you. But leave that with me. I'll go speak to him if need be. But in terms of the rest of the supplies, I should have everything I need to repair her and just get her back up and running. They didn't do any real damage, just more made sure that we couldn't leave in a hurry. I think it was more the villagers more than the creatures, so they just wanted to make sure we couldn't get away. Yeah. Aye.
Oh, good.
All right. And he'll take puts out his like little cigarette case, he opens it up, puts out one of his little rolled up cigarettes, lights it, and all right, I'll see you soon. Puts it back in, gets to work.
All right, off we go.
All right.
Down the coast. Yes?
Down the coast, aye.
Okay.
You say about 15 minutes-ish.
Yeah, it's not far at all. And you're going to follow the woodland trail that you found earlier. The coastal trail. Yeah, you make your way down, and you would find, it doesn't take you long. You retrace your steps graph, you find a tree with the symbol of the shark's maw on it, and following that and your own investigations, you find the sort of cutaways, not really cut, but like worn down stairs that lead down directly into the rocky cliffside coast. There's not there's not like sand to walk on here. It's mainly rocks, and the group of you make your way. You know, you don't need to roll or anything like that, but it's not the easiest trick. Like, you have to make sure you don't slip and fall. It's quite rocky, quite sharp. The tide is fully come in now and is like splashing up against the rocks, making it even slipperier and more treacherous. But working together, you sort of make your way and hop along. And it takes you about 15 minutes of navigating. Along the way, you find quite a few little alcoves and nooks, but eventually, when you reach the point on the map, the cliffs are really soaring up like a great wall beside you. They get steeper and steeper and steeper, and eventually, at the point marked on the map, there is a small inlet that goes in, and quickly you see it becomes a cliff becomes a cave, like a seaside cave. And you notice that there is
again, the rocks have been worn down or chiseled, or something has been done enough to create a ledge big enough for humanoids to walk very tightly, one by one. Rowan is really going to struggle, but you can sort of shimmy along, and there is a little ledge that leads you inside this cave from the rocky path you've been following.
Is it just all the cult stuff, or is this place kind of ominous?
Very ominous.
Very ominous.
Okay, good. All right, well, not good, obviously. We're going to sidle in through that gap there.
It's the only way to go.
Okay, where's Saren?
Saren's still flying.
Okay. No boat. No boats yet.
Well, I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
I can only hear her when she's within 100 feet from me.
All right. But this is a place on the map.
And it is pitch black in this cave as well. It goes back far enough that the sun in its position, like maybe early dawn or late dusk, this cave might get a bit of light. But as the sun is rising higher, the cliff sort of ledge out front is blocking most light from coming in. So once you get, like, peering in, you see about 60 feet, 80 feet in, and then it becomes pitch black. And you can see that this cliff seems to go deep into the side of the earth. It is quite a deep seaside cave.
I'm trying to recall. Regular Dragonborn have dark vision. Do Altheya?
So this is the thing, quite, because when we changed over to 2024, we reverted to sort of some of the standard versions of like Dragonborn and ASMR and things like that.
Yeah.
The way I've always tried to play it is like, if you had low light vision before, I would like to continue that you still have the sort of low light vision. If you had true dark vision before, then you still have true dark vision. So like Ophelia had true dark vision as a Dampier, whereas like most of the rest of you, I think, only had low light vision originally. That may now be counted as dark vision in 2024 rules.
Yeah, I didn't have it before, but I do now. So do I just remove it then?
I would say just, you don't have to remove it, but just try and remember that it's low light vision, not dark vision.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so I have dark vision 60 foot, so it's
Low light vision. It'd be the same thing for you guys, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So a
I
little
don't
thing
remember
that...
if I had it because of my...
So I don't believe Deva had dark vision, no. I think very few races and ancestries, had true dark vision before. Because it's actually a problem that I think D&D gives dark vision way too easily. And it means that a lot of abilities and spells kind of become redundant. So that's why, but low light vision means that like you can see twice as far in dim light. So, you can see deep into this cave, and you probably see a bit further, maybe like 100 feet back. And those of you with that low light vision can see that there is the sort of cave becomes narrower and narrower, but there is what appears to be a very crudely built wooden sort of post that looks like next to this ledge where maybe a boat could be tied up.
Okay.
And then there is a sort of opening in the back wall that actually becomes like a tunnel.
Okay. What's the strategy here, Gruff? We can obviously light torches and things, but do we want to go in quietly?
You just hear this constant time as well, like you are pressed up against the side of the stone wall, and you just hear this whoosh, whoosh, as the tide is fully coming in. It is rising as well, like you are coming in as the tide is rising, and it might be that this whole ledge will become fully submerged at some point.
Cool. Well, for starters, I'd like to cast water breathing on you all. Just the way that tide's coming in, I just want to keep an eye on that. So if the worst comes to worst, at least you can breathe underwater, okay?
Yes, good idea. Oh, that means gills again.
No, because it's not the one
I'm
of the
not the one who
sculptor.
does skills.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yep, okay.
Yeah. Gruff's is just
I've
like a
cast this on you
primal
before.
magic, right? Yeah.
So I will cast water breathing. It's up to 10 willing creatures. So everybody here, boom, 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 boom. Last 24 hours. You're welcome.
That's basically forever.
That's basically that's going to be out of 4 episodes.
I'm not going to think about that tomorrow. 4 episodes?
Yeah.
The way that combat went, that's like 60 episodes.
Episode 100.
It's a good thing not everything is judged in round time.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Gruff, you summon this magic, you chant, you spread your hands, you use the somatic components, and yeah, all of you feel this kind of refreshing sense of air surround you.
Well, I've got a few spare torches if we need those.
I'll just cast light on my
You've
dagger.
also got light, but it's just...
I can see in the dark.
It's just on my belt.
Whether or not we want to go in quietly or not.
I think, to be honest, we need speed rather than stealth here. So,
Okay.
If you have torch, yes, Daisy, I can see.
I've written down.
I can literally see.
You're welcome.
So I will light a torch. I guess Dan will light a torch.
Produce flame. I have to do it in a cool way.
Do you want to do that to my torch as well, then?
Yeah.
Fine.
Produce flame. There you go.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
You light a few torches. You have the magical light on Daisy's
It's very
belt. As I said, this is
light?
very narrow. I need a very strict marching order here. You can literally travel 5 foot by 5. It's one at one, single file.
Griffith will take the lead.
Okay.
I'll go behind Gruff.
Okay.
We'll go behind for you.
Okay. And then Xanthias and then Rowan and Matteo will probably take up the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mateo's here.
Of course Matteo's here. Why would Matteo not be here?
Mateo has to be here because there is every episode a poll to see whether or not he'll die.
Is there actually every episode?
Every episode.
Every episode.
Live Twitch chat.
Live Twitch
Poll.
chat. Not a poll. What is it?
I want to know what the
cares?
percentages have been so far. One of them.
Oh, it's like
please let me know
90-10 every time.
That he's gonna die.
No, live.
Oh, he's gonna live.
Oh, they have faith in us.
That's
Yeah.
quite surprising, actually. You have more faith in us than I do.
I want those bones though.
We do want those bones. Now, if he dies in an episode and Bones in the same episode, get B's bones, not does bones, B's bones. Does that count as living?
Leaving adjacent.
Living adjacent?
No, because Matteo is very much dead. Percy lives.
If Percy
Matteo
Mateo
is
died.
dead.
That's true.
That's
Could we?
Especially if you then strip all of his flesh off and make him bones. Or would you want zombie Matteo?
Flesh suit Mateo.
You're a wrong.
After that.
You're a wrong.
I'm a little bit wrong.
I'm not
water.
good enough after that.
So with that, Gruff.
Can't even make a hat out of a wolf
Splashy.
pelt.
No, that was gruesome.
That was bad.
That was grotesque.
Gruff, you lead your team. You're a sturdy, for you don't have any fear of your feet slipping on this, wet rock, sodden rock and seaweed and things like that. You're a seasoned sailor. The others, it is a little bit of a riskier. At this point, I'm going to ask for an acrobatics roll from everybody.
I have good footing.
Spider climb is fine. You still going to be, because this is not your usual
We're from
state.
Coldstream. We're not near the sea.
I'm just on the wall.
You're not used to the
3
sea.
plus 9.
23,
A humble 16.
16,
5.
5 for Xanthias. I will roll for... Rowan is fine. Matteo is fine.
Damn it.
So, I mean, it's a group chat. So,
You don't want his body to be sucked
getting
away by
those
the sea.
today.
I thought he would have cleaned. Easy clean.
Yeah, but he'll be very far away.
so as you are sort of shimmying along this wall, about 100 feet, shimming your way into this, underground cave, basically. There are, dripping stalactites from the top. You're shimmying along, and Xanthias, for you, it's just that unfortunate luck of you put your foot down, you hit this really slick, wet patch of seaweed, you slip, and you don't fully go in, but you are soaked to your waist as you fall into the water. People manage to grab you and sort of hoist you back up.
My torch.
Yeah, the torch would go out.
Oh, and all my other torches are wet now.
Oh, come on, Xanthias, what do you like?
Fabulous.
Well,
As you are, and it just delays you a little bit as you're kind of shimmying your way along. You manage to pull them up and make your way to the back of this cave where it widens enough for you to not have to worry about slipping in. You can see this wooden post has been sort of, crudely bolted into the stone, and around this sort of very crude natural cave entrance. It's very narrow. It kind of seems to wind and twist. You can see that the symbols of that shark's maw have been scraped in, and the words "the bountiful net catches all" have been inscribed above the entrance itself. And there are all other sorts of other runes and sort of quite violent symbols of, creatures, anglerfish, sharks, manta rays, all these kinds of sea creatures have been sort of all very crudely engraved into this back wall.
I'm getting deja vu. A lot of carvings. It's like that. The vault of all the carvings.
Oh, you think this is
reminding
another
me.
Proto-Magi vault?
Well, no, but it's
squeezing
just
out
it's
my
just
clothes.
it's very interesting, isn't it? They like their carvings.
They all do, really. I think maybe we just make a note that carvings means bad.
Carvings means bad, yes. I think we can probably
every single
go with
time.
that. Yes.
I mean, druids use carvings.
Carving sometimes means bad.
Carving sometimes means bad.
90% of carvings are probably bad.
Sometimes the thieves can't. The stuff that I see is very useful. Actually, it's very good information.
Maybe like
80% of carvings means bad.
Most
carvings are actually quite good, I think.
You know what? Maybe carvings be fine. These carvings, though, they're bad.
These suck.
These are bad. Shark face. That's awful.
Yes.
Well, only because of the cult.
Yes. Only the
because
cult.
of the implications.
Yes.
But
quite well done, actually.
yeah,
Where are we?
I don't know. I'm soaked. This is awful. I haven't told you this before. I probably have. I hate water.
Well, that makes sense.
Swimming. I hate baths. I don't hate baths. I love baths.
Baths are great. I'm a big fan of baths.
Can we get into this place?
Yeah.
Graf, you begin pushing forward, leaving this conversation happening just behind you. So you two still nattering away.
Kids are bickering again. I'm going ahead.
Graf moves forward. You step in and things become very tight, Gruff, as you're trying to shimmy through this natural seam in the rock. It's not too far. You sort of make your way through, and then something, in the dark, you've got light kind of spilling from behind you, your torch kind of held up before you. You begin to see that hanging from above, old nets have been again hung up, but from them, very much like the shrine when you went down, there are skeletal remains. But these aren't chickens and fish. You are seeing humanoid skulls. You are seeing pieces of pelvis, of arm, nothing intact, not like full hands, because obviously there's nothing to keep them there, but they have been strung up. Mixed in with shark's teeth, you can see talismans of Ojanya have been sort of wrapped around these crude runic symbols of prayer sheets. The prayers speaking of the great maw that gives life, feed us, like we are your children. These kinds of prayers have all been attached as you begin making your way and shuffling past. I would like Gruff to make a perception roll for me, please.
6 + 8.
So 14.
Terrible.
You are brushing past, and this kind of natural seam has lots of crevices and gaps and things like that as you're making your way along, kind of shuffling through. It's very awkward to move through, and you feel like rocks and things like sticking into your back as you're trying to press through. As you pass over one section, you unfortunately don't see it until it's too late. These giant purple spines, like of some deep sea creature, have been wedged into these gaps, and as you kind of round the corner, your arm just brushes and it scrapes, and it's not pain, it's not a deep cut, but a very quick burning begins to spread through as you're going to take 11 points of poison damage.
I am resistant.
Then you would take 5 points of poison
damage.
Yes.
Why am I resistant from it?
I believe that is the ampule of Saint Talar.
And also, I had 5 temp HP from having a lovely sleep.
So, in fact, I'd say that with that, you managed to shake off most of that burning, and you get this kind of faint warmth from that ampule around your neck. And I imagine, I tell you, I guess, if this isn't Gruff, tell me, but, you would quickly, kind of spit and, try and clear on those, trying to get, whatever's in your system, maybe, suck that and kind of spit it out. And, yeah, you can tell that there's these spines, and there's more of them. You brush up only against a handful of them. They're wedged into this crevice of some awful creature. And they're still highly toxic when you brush past them.
Right, everybody old.
What's that? Why?
What's happened?
And I'll bring my torch to show the spines.
Yeah.
Watch out for these little bastards. I just got a nasty nick from one of them, and there's poison in them.
Poison? You're not poisoned, are you?
No, I'm fine. And
Okay.
I'll continue sucking the wound out and spitting it.
Okay.
Okay. Stay away from the walls.
Stay away from the walls. They're
So if you're just going to try and move past them, Gruff is now past them, but it is a dexterity saving throw.
Could I use like my staff to try and knock them out? Or...
Yeah, if you want to try and do that, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in doing that, like, yeah, you just snap them, right? The points of them, you just and snap them, they come off, and then they litter the ground, and then that renders the trap, useless, basically.
I'll keep looking, like maybe when I'm moving forward, use the torch to kind of...
Yeah. Now that you're aware of it, you move a bit slower. You have to take more time because you're now actively searching. Later on, there is another kind of bend, and the same thing, wedged on the inside of the bend, so you won't see them unless you know they're there. And you manage to stop and snap them all off, break them again. It's not a problem. With that seems to be the last bend before the tunnel starts widening out, and you get this smell. Brine mixed with iron. It's kind of sulfuric, but there's this strong kind of briny, deep ocean smell that you would know quite well. And there's a cold in the air as well as you approach, and it winds out completely pitch black. It's just the light of your torch flickering at this point, and the lights behind you from Daisy and the others. But it does begin to spill out into a wider cavern as you emerge into it. Inside, you find a sort of crude facsimile of a church. There are benches here made out of driftwood and adorned with great spines of swordfish and things like that have almost been used to create like backings, mixed with like net ropes and things like that. There are paintings on the wall, paintings made not of paint but of crimson dried blood, depicting waves and oceans and things living beneath, and some great shark-like figure rising from the ocean and blessing the lands with bounty of fish and riches, and people celebrating it. Very crudely done, but clear enough to understand what's going on. At the far end of this sort of church-like cave, you can see that there are spaces for sconces for torches to be placed. And there is a giant, what would have once been like a great white shark's mouth, but it's just skeletal sort of jaw now, has been mounted with its teeth pointing down. And in the middle is a painted symbol of that same holy symbol that you've seen of the shark's mouth. There is a crude stone altar, really just a column of rock that's been chiseled and shaped and flattened, with a small divot inside it, which again is crusted with a reddish brown. And behind which you think, and you haven't seen it yet because you've not fully moved in, but your light, there is something glittering behind that altar, set into the floor. And that's what you see.
Sister Ophelia.
Yes?
You can see into the dark, can't you? Can you tell me what you see? I'm wary that there might be more traps or something.
It looks like a place of worship. Crude, but all the signs are there. There's an altar I can see just up ahead. I think it's an altar. It's just a little...
Can you give me a perception check, please?
Yeah.
Perception check.
Maths. 11.
11. You see what I described. You can see there is something glassy, sort of on the floor behind the altar, and it almost looks like the room again widens. It sort of goes straight like a church, and then behind the altar it becomes more circular and round. But it looks like there is something almost glassy. Hard to tell it because your dark vision is that kind of just black, grey, and red. There's no colour, so it's quite hard to see. But you think you can kind of see like light reflecting.
Yeah, there's something shimmery back there behind the altar. It's weird.
As this party's foremost expert on blood, can you confirm that this is blood surrounding us?
Oh yes, 100%. Yes, that is blood.
Oh,
yes.
that's great. That's
That
Dried
painting
blood.
Yes, that's blood.
in the altar there.
Yes, just they don't even clean the blood out after they use it.
That's just disgraceful. That's the worst
Well, it's
part
just
of it, honestly.
it's just not pure, then, is it? You're just tasting old blood. It's just not as good.
Any sign of maybe Jameson at all, or if they might have been here?
You can make with that perception check. You don't see anything.
No, I see no movement, but I might go check that glassy thing.
Yeah, maybe check out for traps. Daisy, is it worth just taking a look? You're good with traps and things?
I can try and look.
I would need to know where you are looking and what you are doing specifically.
I can maybe look for the magical traps, but knowing those spines, they might be a fan of spikes and pitfalls, things like that, and nets.
Could you look at the altar and perhaps I don't like the shark jaws. In my experience, sharks tend to bite.
How old are these shark jaws looking?
Pretty old. I mean, they're bones. It's hard to tell. You know, it's definitely been preserved with some sort of chemical or wax or something like that, you know, to kind of protect them from the elements and things like that. But hard to tell. Not without fully examining it.
How far away from the altar are we at the moment?
You're at the back of this room. So imagine you're at sort of, if this were a church, you're at the back where sort of you would enter from. You have like rows of pews, an altar, and then, like I said, this more circular chamber beyond that. But there doesn't appear to be any other entrances or exits from this room.
Can I send a mage hand just over towards the altar, but just to like move through like the pews, just to try and like scope out if it touches anything like physical or if it disturbs any traps or anything? Yeah, like
Yeah. You send your little mage hand out, like kind of flying between the things, like trying to grab at anything that might be there, touch the floor. It doesn't weigh very much, so if it was anything pressure-based, mage hand isn't going to set it off because it doesn't have enough force to like press down as well. It doesn't encounter any tripwires. It doesn't encounter any sort of, you know, invisible sensors or anything like that. And it reaches the altar undisturbed.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna risk a look.
Yeah, let me go with you. I'll detect
sure?
magic.
All right.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea if we do that.
Detect magic and I'll come with you.
Okay.
Gold sight eye flicks down. One of the lenses.
You see that the sort of in the flickering torchlight that you have, Xanthias, like you can see the gold sight eye activates, and the two of you step into the chamber itself. Okay, where are you going and what are you doing?
I'm gonna go towards that glassy thing behind the altar.
So just move straight down towards it. Yeah, sure.
Following the same path as the hand, right?
Yes, just make sure we don't touch anything weird.
Can I step in and look at... I want to look at the floor, the path towards the
You want to do that
altar.
before these two go down it?
Yeah, I kind of just want to see if there's any, like, pressure plate type things.
So there'd be an investigation check on for the floor specifically.
I have a +0, so I'm not
Hell
the
yeah.
best person for this. But it's just as if we're
I'm the
future
same.
record.
I'm -1 on investigation.
I got a +0.
7.
I'm okay at perception, but investigation I am. Shit.
So generally, like, perception is good if you're, like, looking for things. If you're searching for something, it's normally more investigation, and because you're searching to see if there's, like, any pressure plates. You, like, press down, you, like, try and, like, look at the floor and, like, try and, you know,
It's a floor.
examine for, like, air, you know,
You're welcome.
passages of air and things like that.
I'm
but-
only useful when it comes to maybe helping to disarm things, not
stabbing.
Yeah.
to look at things.
I don't think any of us are good at investigation.
No,
-1.
I'm not.
Yeah, +0.
Yeah, none of your passive perceptions has like revealed anything as well. I mean, considering with those quills, right, they were positioned in a way that you had no way of seeing them until you were basically on top of them. So perception can only get you so far.
I mean, if worse comes to worse, I could walk on the ceiling, I suppose.
How tall is the ceiling, actually?
Not very tall
Oh.
in here. Like, I'd say Rowan, it's like cresting like Rowan's head. Like, it is not built for anybody more than, I'd say like 10 feet tall at the most, like maybe 9
It's
feet.
roomy to me.
Yeah, that's pretty roomy.
It's roomy to you short asses, yeah. We all know that D&D is measured in kims. 5 foot kim squares. It's 2 kims tall.
2 Kim.
2 Kims tall.
2 kims. Just about. Maybe a little bit under.
5'3", it's not quite the same.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 Katies wouldn't fit.
2 Kims though.
2 Kims, maybe. The top Kim would have to sort of crouch down a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so what's the plan? Is Xanthias and Ophelia going forward?
Well, I'm wasting time on this thing, so I need to go forward. But I don't see any traps just yet, or anything for that matter, really magical.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, Probably nothing.
Probably nothing.
And worst case, we've got luck shells. Now.
I'll walk on the ceiling then. I'm gonna walk on the ceiling.
Sure. Yeah, okay. I'll walk along the floor.
Do you want me to carry you across the ceiling?
I can fly if needed, but I'll just walk.
Okay.
Can't see any traps. The mage hand didn't do anything. I've got detect magic. It's a clear route.
Yeah, let's just what we're overthinking it.
Overthinking it.
We just
We
worry
do
about
this a
nothing.
lot.
Exactly.
Let's just
go.
walk.
If I was to throw a light dagger just down, like summon a dagger and throw it towards like the back wall.
We've activated the trap.
Would that then light up
Immediately activated the trap.
Indiana Jones with Boulder.
It would light up the altar area, right? A little bit.
Vaguely, because they're radiant daggers. They're not necessarily like daggers like blooming with light. It's the argument of like
It's not Duracell.
it would give off a little light, but not enough
Not
to
enough,
like illuminate. It's not like a flare, going off or a glow stick or anything like that. But it would give enough of a light. But like a light spell cast on something and then thrown would do a much better job. Like that's kind of the point of the light spell. Like you could put light
Could I
on a
put
coin
light
on
on
a rock.
a rock and throw the rock?
I'd say that there's like a tiny pebble you find like on the floor, like loose, or like a bit of wall that you can break off.
I'll do that.
You can cast light on it and chuck that. Yeah, and like the light, and you throw it towards the back. You say,
Towards where that, like
The
close to the
glassy thing
glassy
is?
thing.
sure. Those of you who have got a passive perception of 15 or higher, you will hear as Daisy throws that. You see the light. You hear the faintest bloop. And then the light seems to sink into the floor and becomes all distorted and warped, almost like it's rippling. And then it settles, and the light is dulled, but that part of the room is now lit up.
They go.
I mean, me and Ophelia don't have that perception level, so we're already walking into the room.
So you guys
Speed down.
move forward. Ophelia up on the ceiling, sort of walking upside down. Xanthia's moving straight down. You guys walk straight down, and
No traps yet.
nothing happens.
Nothing up there.
So good.
You
Nothing down here.
reach the altar. Clearly, yeah, like I said, a kind of divot with a brown stained blood on the inside. The area that is beyond it is a kind of large circular space. There are a couple of wooden stools, effectively, that have been placed around it, but it encircles a large, still pool of water. That is it's clearly being fed from somewhere, from the sea from somewhere, but it is perfectly still, or it was, until it was disturbed by the rock, which is now glowing from within. Within this kind of shallow pool, you do see little bits of flora, kind of undersea plants, a little sea urchins, and little rocks, maybe even a tiny crab, kind of skittering away from this now glowing light, trying to hide in the very, very pretty, colourful corals that have been arrayed. I mean, it looks very cultivated, like one might keep a little garden or something like that. As the last of the ripples, though, reach the edges of that little stone, you see that the ripple reaches the edges, and then from the middle of that pool, it begins to bubble and foam.
Whoa, something's happening over here.
I don't like it.
The gold sight eye immediately registers that there is magic occurring in this pool. Like and it wasn't magical before. When you first reached there was no magic.
Right.
Magic is happening now, as if somebody is casting a spell through this pool, and you watch as the giant shark's jaws on the wall begin to glow with the same magic, with transmutation magic.
Right, okay.
And they fly off of the wall, and they are going to attack you guys.
Check out that shark. I don't like this. Sharks tend to bite.
Yeah. You noticed how I...
It's going to make an attack against each of you. So that is going to be 26 to hit Xanthias.
Oh, God!
And a 17 to hit Ophelia.
Do I have my armor on? I'm still wearing my armor from
I think you are. I don't think you
never
took
took
it
it
off.
No, so yeah, it doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Perfect. So Xanthias, you are going to take 9 plus 20 points of damage.
Oh
as
my
these
God.
shark jaws
bite down on you, and they're large and clearly reinforced. Yeah, I guess roll initiative, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Fighting a shark.
Flying shark face. Hoo ha ha.
Hoo-ha-ha. Woohoo!
12.
That's a fantastic initiative. Actually,
Rough 12. Daisy
11.
11.
I was expecting like
I thought it was going to be
three.
worse, then I realized I had a +5.
12, so Gruff will go first for me.
Okay, and Ophelia.
22. I have advantage on initiative these days.
Oh, yeah.
Barbarians, man.
Rowan. This will be very quick. I don't expect this is going to take super long, by the way.
No, we'll take it to the end, to the very end.
Episode 100.
Oh, Rowan rolls an extra 20, 21.
Oh, that is so Trot.
Nice.
Rolling 20, natural 20 on initiative.
Yeah, what
Altheya.
natural 20s.
Oh yeah, Mateo's still here.
Yeah, Mateo's,
6.
he came with us.
What's happening? I'm at the back. I can't see. Is something happening?
Big shark!
Yes!
Shark thing is flying! It's taken my arm off.
Hey, oh, ha, ha.
Tis but a scratch.
And then for the shark, I will roll that, which will be... All right, Ophelia. Yeah, you're the first to react. These jaws have come to life and have attacked Xanthias.
I'm going to attack them right back.
Ow, 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 ow.
And it's like a large creature, so they're pretty big, you know.
Okay.
Compared to you, like it would probably half your upper body and
So
stuff.
is it like bitten and
It's
grappled?
like a
or
great
just...
white shark's. No, it bit you and it's kind of now hovering in the air.
Oh,
in front
okay,
of you.
just a chomp.
Just the
Just the teeth.
Just the
Because that's all that was there. It was just like the teeth.
So that we're clear, it's
Jaw.
only teeths.
Yeah.
Jaw and teeth.
Like one of those toys you can get.
It kind of looks a bit of like a silly,
But, big shark.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action rage and get on this lad.
Okay.
Get the old rapier out. Let's go. First attack is a unnatural 20 to hit these jaws.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
First one is 7, 8, 9 damage, and this is with Vex as well.
9 damage.
So then I'm going to strike again with advantage because of my Vex.
Also, and I hate to do this, Tom, but I'm going to retcon it. You can keep going. I should have rolled more damage than I did.
Oh, yeah?
I rolled it for a smaller creature.
Just
than I
re-roll
should
the
have.
entire thing and I'll put myself back to full.
That is going to
Could be less.
Probably won't be though.
It will be. Watch this.
16.
That was less.
It was less. But it is technically has the potential to be a lot higher. So
Right.
I rolled it again.
Right, okay.
So yeah, the first rapier strike kind of chips the bones and things like that. But yeah,
And I
there's no reaction from the jaws.
got a natural 20 on the second hit.
Oh, that's a crit.
Oh, right, okay.
Huh?
But that's where. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you had
Yeah.
advantage,
She-
right?
she had
Because of Vex. Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I was going to say it's with the less
max damage?
max
bonus
damage.
action
So
is less
1d8
So 8 plus,
plus 5, plus my rage damage is plus 2,
so plus 7, 15 total.
15, and then another d8. And I also have a feat where I can re-roll my damage dice. Savage Attacker.
Do you want to? Oh yeah, because in case you get low on
In
this
case I get
one. 'Cause
low
you got
on-
max on that first one.
Yeah.
So
So in case I get low on this one, that is a.
it's 15 currently.
So it's a 6. So it's a
21.
11.
No, because you don't add the modifier again. We've already
True.
added the modifier, so it's 21 currently.
21. I think that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
21 points. So 30 damage from 2 attacks, though.
Damn.
Yeah, you watch as Ophelia Verasti strikes in. The first strike really just doing little more than a chip to this thing. The second strike, however, cracks the jaws, and you see a huge split beginning to form all over the jaws. Several of the teeth fall out. This thing looks like it is very bad, very badly broken, and is being held together by difficulty.
Very nice.
Cool. I'm just going to stay in its range. Just.
Yeah,
Sit
well,
off.
you and Ophelia are right there. Rowan will be like, okay. And he will charge up to help his friends with his new weapon, Stone Razor.
Great sword, yeah.
Pulls out the giant greatsword, which a few people might be like, but Mark, they're not proficient with greatswords. Well, Rowan is proficient with this one somehow.
Magic.
Magic.
Rowan, careful with that thing.
That is a 16 plus 6, so that is 22 as a hit.
Oh.
I technically, if I was being smart there, I would have had him cast True Strike because it means he does more damage.
Okay.
But I didn't, so it's just normal hit.
I mean, this thing's already damaged.
This is 3d6 plus 2 because it does
That's
an
a
extra
lot of
d6
damage.
damage. That is going to be 11, 14, 16 points of damage.
Oh, dude.
Rowan brings the greatsword down on the point that Ophelia had struck where that crack has formed and splinters the jaws entirely. They are destroyed immediately.
Awesome.
Whoa, that was close, Rowan. That was very close. Thank you.
So sorry.
Oh, there's just
Bone splinters.
bone splinters in the air.
Bone
now.
splinter,
Ugh.
the teeth go scattered everywhere. Mateo's like, "Huh, what's happening? Is it?" But you're
okay.
It came from this thing. It wasn't magical before, but then it was. It started to.
the foam on the pool is beginning to calm, and the school of magic changes on the pool. It was transmutation, and the
Right.
gold sign is now telling you it is now divination.
Divination.
I
which of course
need
means
all of you to make a. Let me check.
oh
What kind of save it is?
yeah, divination's a bad one for that to turn.
Wisdom saving throw.
from everyone.
Everyone, please.
Wisdom save? You mean me, Zanzan, the Wisdom Man?
Technically, it would only be one creature, but because of the nature of this, I'm actually going to have it against all of you.
What, whoa?
21.
21,
17.
17,
7.
fail.
7.
Fail. Rowan, once again, I'm rolling like a god. Rowan succeeds. 19, natural 19.
Mateo.
Oh, Mateo.
Teo.
He has a thing where he gets to add +2 to all his saves. 13 as a failure.
Yeah.
Those of you who succeeded, which is Rowan, Daisy, and Gruff, you immediately know that something is watching you from that pool. You are being scryed on. The rest of you don't get that sensation. You have no idea that this is happening.
Even knowing this is divination.
You can make the guess if Xanthias would be like, I have a suspicion that we're being scryed on, but you don't know it.
That's true. Yeah.
But I would say that, like, yeah, like the three of you who do pass that save, like, you immediately get this sense that you are being watched, that something is looking out from that pool at you. And also, you would get the sense that it is trying to make a connection with your minds. Xanthias, Ophelia, and Mateo. What
Alpha Squad.
Alpha Squad. What is currently on your mind?
What is currently on my mind?
PG rated.
Shark bait.
We're a
I was
family.
about to say bones. Because we were just being attacked by.
Yeah. So is it like
Bone.
a kind of like panic, like a bit of a, like we just got attacked, I'm a bit panicked kind of
It's
thing?
it's a I think
Heightened.
heightened sort of awareness, as much as my shit ass perception can be heightened, but looking out for danger, looking out for magic, and also if I see it's a school of divination, I would probably first thought being it's mostly God stuff, right?
Sure.
the divination contacting extra planar things. I'm thinking of Vagina.
Sure. Yeah. What is Ophelia thinking about?
Probably thinking about the cult, like what other things might come alive to attack us, looking around the church, being like, are there any other skeletons or any other remains lying around that, like the ones that we saw in the entrance, are they going to come and attack us?
Sure.
Like, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
You do hear, you would know this, but Mateo is trying to think up lyrics to his new songs. He's just
What's
like,
going on in his
he's
head?
like, Battle of Netting on Sea. I need a good tune for it. He's like trying to think of his next story. Yeah, something like that. Gonna be golden. The three of you, though, Xanthias, Ophelia, and Mateo, you begin to hear a song. You begin to hear this kind of
this kind of siren song in your mind. And your thoughts are there, but you don't notice, but the rest of you notice their bodies, they all start moving towards that pool and like start like crouching down and reaching for it. Just not even aware that you're doing it. Like your eyes slowly getting drawn to it, sort of crouching down, probably maybe thinking for Xanthias like, oh, I'm going to investigate it.
So it is all part of like a natural motion kind of thing. It's not like we've gone full glassy-eyed kind of thing.
You, in your head, you're like, no, I'm going to investigate.
It seems like the right thing to do.
But this is not part of your thought process. Matteo is just like, is there something in there? And he's like kind of, he's like peering down and his face is getting
it's always worth a look, Matteo.
There might be more skeletons, careful. I'll go look first.
Stay back.
No, let me.
I would like to cast Dispel Magic on the pool.
Okay. Could you please roll
4.
at 4th?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier?
Okay. Modifier.
It's higher than...
So it's plus 4. Not the plus 9.
That's your saving throw. This is just a d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
10 plus 4.
So 14. The spell that is currently in effect and the user casting it is more powerful than your dispel magic. What are you doing here? Those of you who succeeded the saving throw hear this voice emanating from this pool. Those of you who failed it, you draw closer and closer, and you begin to see things in the water. What is something that, let's start with Ophelia, what could be in this pool that Ophelia wants more than anything?
Really nice skeleton.
Just a body for Percival.
A body for Percival, yeah.
Yeah, so at the bottom, it's quite deep, like you're really going to have to go in there. But the bottom of this pool are these beautiful golden bones.
Perfect bones.
Inscribed, they're wearing jewelry, the kind of jewelry that you delight in. And is that's a symbol of the grave father around the neck. This is perfect. And you begin to see that at the bottom of this pool.
Yeah.
For Matteo, you actually see his face kind of go a bit ashen. He's like, no, you can't be here. No, darling, and he's reaching out towards it. What does Xanthias see?
That's an easy answer. But I think seeing the visage of Ajanya when I touched the conch, I think I would almost... That's what I would see, but not because I want to see Ajanya, because I'm thinking of the cult stuff. I almost want to be the one to find them in order to be like successful in the mission, I suppose. Like there's a desire to...
But here's my question. What does Xanthias really want deep inside?
Oh, come on, dude, you know.
Because this is...
It's filthy.
This is more, it's tying into a more primal greed and avarice, right? Like...
Obsidious and vomit. What?
Yeah, he's nude.
So come on in, Xanthias, come on in.
Now, if I said it was like the drowned corpse of a person, would that be too far?
I think, like, what's the thing that Xanthias wants? And I'll describe what you see. What's the thing he wants most of all right now?
He's not a big fan of his pup.
So I think what you see, it's not you see a body or anything like that. What you see is a weapon. And you see, it looks like a knife. And it's engraved with these runes. And the gold sign, they're runes of dragon slaying. And it looks like it's so powerful. You know that dagger, that knife, that could do it. That could kill him. And that's what you see at the bottom. What do the rest of you guys do?
Can I cast another spell?
You can certainly try. What are you doing? Weak little mage, you cannot
I'd like
fight me.
to cast Destroy Water.
Okay.
And I want to destroy the water that's in that pool.
Okay. Read the spell out for me.
You destroy. So if it's at level 1, but I'm gonna cast it again at level 4. So, so at level 1, it's you can destroy 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. So it's like it's a pool. I don't know if that counts as a container.
Enough.
And then for a higher spell slot from 1, it's 10 additional gallons of water, and the size of the cube is increased by 5 foot for every spell slot above.
This is absolutely going to work.
Yeah.
There is a complication, which I'll spend a thing for as well. This is going to work. However, you know that this pool is being fed from the ocean.
Yeah.
It will replenish.
Yeah.
But you will.
Does it stop?
Right now, you can totally destroy this. So you cast this spell and you watch as the water just. What is it like? Does it evaporate? Does it like turn to ice? What does it look like for Gruff style of spell casting?
Sauron's not here, so I think it would be like I've got an idea. So he would actually grab his net, his fishing net that he uses, spin it and throw it into the water, and it's almost like all the water just goes into the net, and maybe it freezes or it cracks or something like.
And then just becomes steam and goes away.
Yeah.
So you watch, and the three of you immediately feel this relief as like suddenly you're brought out of this like siren call that was calling to you as the net gathers up all the air and you yank it back, this kind of ball of froze. And you like Mateo's probably like, no, what? And he sort of like looks as then it just dissipates into steam and is gone.
Is it obvious that there was a magic influence?
Once this is gone,
right, okay.
Once this is gone, you know that like you're like blinking, like what the hell? Like there's no way I saw that down there.
And then I'd be like, Daisy, Rowan, block that pole. There's a source of water. Block it.
Brian puts his fingers in. It's probably not going to be. It's being fed from underwater. There's probably like a lot of seams and cracks and things like that.
Does Rowan have that like creation?
He can create something to fill it. He can create an object. Yeah.
Can he create something to block it, like a big
I can make a big bowl.
rock or something? Yeah, like. What's it coming out of? Like a
It's like the seams of the rock itself. Yeah, it's like because this is like a natural thing, right? And it also there's definitely something supernatural. Like otherwise, it would have just filled this entire cavern, right? There is clearly something divine about this. But you can definitely temporarily block it. Whereas like I don't know if you can think of a way to like permanently block it. Sure. Rowan's put his fingers in it for now. He's like, I think I don't know.
Can I just, like, are there pews? Can I, like break up some of the pews and, like, put some of, like, the wood in there, maybe, to, like...
But you would just be putting sort of wood into, like, this craggy, rocky basin, right? Like, it's probably not going to be enough to fully... Like, again, you can sort of stuff it with things. You also noticed that, like, there was, like, crabs and, like, this coral and stuff in the bottom.
Shove the crabs in.
Shove the crabs in, for sure, yeah. But it's going to take some time. Like, I mean, you would have destroyed a lot of water, so it's not immediately filling back up, and whatever effect you have had is definitely like bought you plenty of time.
and so those of us who weren't affected, we heard. Would we have known it to be Coralsong or?
Yeah, you wouldn't know that. You're not sure if it was Coralsong or if it was Ojanya. You're not sure.
Okay.
That was horrible.
What happened?
There was something in the water, but that's gone now. I heard some humming.
Yes,
some music, I think.
A song.
You could call it a song, I suppose, from the corals. Coral song, let's say that.
Right.
Yeah, probably coral song. Now that I put the two together.
I think she's very aware of us now.
Did she speak to you? She spoke to me.
What? No.
I heard her.
What did they say?
She called me a little pathetic little mage.
She asked why we were here.
Okay. So Coralsong knows we're here. That is kind of good, but also bad. The Coralsong might be coming here.
I suppose that might be. There's one way of looking at it. That it could be good news. Stops us. Speeds up our thing. I'm so frazzled.
What did she say to you, Free?
What?
She didn't say anything to me.
And
I saw an amazing skeleton for Percy.
Right. In the water.
Yes, it was gold.
There was nothing in the water apart from the crabs.
Oh.
Mateo, did you hear any voices?
You see Mateo's he's gone very quiet and he stood behind everybody. He's like, yes, I heard a song. Yeah, a bit of a little melodic, pretty voice, actually, yes.
Did you see a skeleton too?
No, nothing like that, no.
Did you see a skeleton?
No skeletons, no.
Rowan still got his fingers in it. What should I do, Gruff?
That's going to take a while. We need to really, if we're trying to stop this thing from filling, I mean...
Should we do? I don't know.
Was there something, you said there was something golden behind the altar. Was it this?
Yeah, it was something glimmering. It was the surface of the
surface.
water that was causing the light to reflect. Yeah, it was glassy.
Is it also the water itself is the magical sort of...
I was going to say, your gold sight eye it was the water itself.
Right.
Seemed to suddenly flare with magic, but there is something about this,
container.
crevice or natural bowl, if you want to call it that,
Yeah.
that is also magical, and there is you get a sense that it's much more, it's divine magic.
Okay.
And right now it's divination. It's still divination keyed, basically.
Right.
And some of the plants, that coral, you couldn't really see it because it was filling the whole thing. But some of the plants, they're not divination magic, but there is something unusual. There's these kind of strands of red, almost kelp that was like kind of wedged at the bottom and had naturally grown in. And they have a very faint divine magic about them as well. They have a very faint trace of the same magic that the water in the pool has.
Okay. I don't think we completely cleansed any magic from this just by getting rid of the water, by the way. It might be that the water is obviously the catalyst that makes all of this spell happen, but it's still not completely clear just yet. So just blocking it alone might not be enough.
We are well overdue for a break, so we're going to cut to break there. I just
Whoa.
wanted to make sure we...
Oh my God.
I know.
I know. Full stop that was. Oh my God, the brakes. I
Yep.
slammed my head into the table. I stopped so hard.
I know, I'm so sorry, but we are very overdue for one. So we're going to take a 5-minute break here, everybody. We will be back very, very shortly.
Nice.
Enjoy part 2 when it comes up.
Yes.
Which will be
See
next.
you in a bit.
Go piss.
Welcome back to part 2 of Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Our heroes have discovered a sea cave used by the cult of the Bountiful Net in their worship of Ojanya and have begun to make their way to investigate it. Having sent Seren on to search for any signs of people sailing nearby or sailing off, and leaving Sir Joran to repair the Sunkist, the party made their way down the coast into this cave. A few brush with some crude but effective traps also led them into a worshipping chamber with a shallow pool of water, which when disturbed seemed to signal something to a power elsewhere, as this pool of water became a sort of conduit for divination and transmutation magic, animating a set of shark's teeth on the wall to attack Xanthias before it was promptly ruined by Ophelia and Rowan. But through that pool, some scrying magic and also some enchantment effect seems to take hold of some of the group.
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
I just need to say that. Sorry. Carry on.
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
Dragon Age reference for you there.
Rest in
That
peace.
is where we have left things off. The party, Gruff, very quick thinking, and Dispel Magic failed, but Destroy Water managed to eliminate the water in the pool, rendering the current spell or effect moot. However, that water will likely return in time, although very slowly.
It also destroyed all the water in my body. Xanthias is dead. Can you do that?
No. I believe it says in the spell that it has to be in an open container, not a...
What is a body if not an open container?
Yeah,
if
so
I
it's
open my
not
mouth,
open.
Body of water.
Also, would you really like, if you guys can do that, that means I can do that. And
yeah,
I
but
can
it'd be
just
so
like-
easy because we've got the.
Because it's like a
killer
20-foot cube, I just catch all of you and be like, well, you're all dead.
I close my mouth.
Blight, though, like blight.
Well, that's-
dries you out.
Yeah, exactly, that's what blight. That's why blight is an attack spell.
The
and-
desiccation spell.
Yes, it literally is.
Coconut.
I'm gonna dehydrate you, motherfucker.
Yes, but this is used on standing
That's what
water.
blight is.
I know, it's just the way you said it.
It's quite funny. So,
Dehydrated.
you stand...
Hydrate, yo.
You stand in this grim chapel used by the cult of Ojanya.
the pool of water has been emptied. There are still some very, very minorly magical touched strands of kelp that have sort of flopped and now lay across the stone.
Yeah.
Which seem to resonate with some sort of divine magic, some sort of similar connection to what you sensed. But I hand it back over to all of you.
Right, so are you saying there's a way to deconsecrate this, take the magic out?
No, probably just ripping up all these plants and things, but, well, it might backfire. I don't know how magic really works. I do know how magic works. I'm saying I don't know how this magic works. But I feel like once the water comes back in, the spell will be in full effect again. And then probably trying to invade our minds, sing a song, make us see things,
plants out.
Maybe.
Well, I think the problem is that she knows that we're here and is probably maybe just gonna come here instead.
Yes, but I want to make it so that no one else finds this and does this again.
Well, if there's no Coralsong, then they won't be doing it again.
I'm gonna reach out for one of the plants and try and yank it up.
Yeah, I mean, you just yank it. As I said, the plants are minorly magical, but it is not just them that is making this magical. I don't know if that was not clear. But yeah, you pull up some of these like red kelp ferns, like kelp fronds. Pull them up, they're wet, slimy. They're a very deep crimson red, with looking as if veins run through them, as if they are blood-like.
No, put them down.
I was thinking, is there a way we could maybe contaminate this spell effect? Maybe, I'm not sure what I'm thinking, but maybe if we could find a way of enchanting it in a way that doesn't make it a Janya-based, it's...
Redirected.
Yes, redirect Janya's magic elsewhere.
I don't think I have any magic that can do that.
Can we just smash it up?
We could just smash it up.
We could just leave,
Or that?
block the entrance, never come back. Take away the post, regular old cave. With a slightly shorter entrance.
Rowan, can you smash this pool?
What are you trying to hope? Because this is like carved into the ground. This isn't like a bowl on top. This is like carved into the ground itself.
Yeah,
like, how would you destroy this natural kind of, basin? You could try and collapse like the ceiling or something like that. But that's Rowan isn't that strong. Let's remember that. Like, he's only 13 strength. He's not a big, strong lad.
Just a big boy. Right, can we, Right, I think before this pool fills back up again...
That is going to take a long time, by the way. Like, you've destroyed enough and it will slowly trickle in. It's not going to, like, suddenly whoosh, fill with water. Probably take a day or maybe longer for it to fill back up to where it was. You got time.
Right, we have a look around, see what we can find. Part of me is wondering if we take some of this profanity with us, some of the prayer books or something like that, a way to perhaps summon a connection with them again when we're ready. In a place that isn't a crab bucket of a cave that we're stuck in.
Well, knowing a Janya everywhere is going to be a crab bucket.
Yes, but I'd rather fight her out on the open sea than in here.
Well, yes. No, not on the open sea. Nowhere near the open sea.
Do you understand what I mean?
Not here.
I'd like it if people could just have a look around, see what you can gather up. Maybe we take some of these things with us, a prayer book or something like that.
Yes.
And by the saints and signs, if you feel like smashing things up, go ahead. This place is profane.
That it is. And gauche.
Oh, yes, it really is.
So gauche.
So many carvings.
So many
And
carvings.
we've already discussed that.
Dry blood. Disgusting.
Solves the plan.
Goff's plan.
Like people to search cave, see if they find anything.
Sure. People can make an investigation check if they like.
Yeah.
We're also good at that, though.
7.
Would you like Mateo and Rowan to help?
2.
Rowan fails. Mateo does have a +3 to this. Natural 20.
10.
Natural 1.
Best of us.
Every
He's the
time.
best of
Every
us.
fucking time.
I can't find anything.
All of you search around. You really there is also not much to find. Like, this place does not have
many like hidden bits and things like that. The altar itself is just a sort of rough stone column with this, divot. Looks like it's for bleeding into and things like that. The pews themselves are roughly made. There is not much to find here. There are no prayer books. There is no secret hidden element. That is until Matteo, searching the sort of wooden frame that the shark's jaws were hanging onto. I should have asked you exactly what you guys are searching, but it's fine. Matteo is like running his hands along that, and he's like, "Oh, think I've got something actually," and he taps it's like a catch on the back of this sort of board, and you do hear a click, and some part of the back wall seems to, like a seam appears, and he opens a secret door, a hidden door that was in here.
Through the mountain.
Matteo, how did you find that?
I just looked at the wooden thing. I thought maybe there's something here. I thought maybe there was something hidden behind it or something, and then I felt like a little latch. It's like in the stone. There's like a little button, and I pushed it, and then that did that.
Brilliant job.
Well done, boyo.
Yes, I know. I'm brilliant. I'm clearly very much made out for this adventuring business.
Oh, yes.
Very much. Like, I think this is where I'm meant to be. Obviously, I'm destined. to
Well,
be
that's
here.
not changing anytime soon.
No, I'm making
No,
notes as we go, so...
The door, it's popped open, but it's not fully opened, right? Like, it's not, swung open or anything like that. It looks like it's just released from a catch, and now you can see the seam, and it can be pulled open if you wish it to be.
I will pull it open.
Okay. It doesn't lead into a tunnel. It's more like a small antechamber or room behind it. And as you sort of open it, you can see that there are, again, more sort of cult accoutrement, which has been assembled here.
Say that again.
Accoutrement. There are more of those cloaks that you've seen. There are stores of food, things that like the cult might keep down here, including what appears to be a very, very old ledger. Like a book, like a huge tome with wax-sealed pages. This is meant to, it's almost like a captain's book, one that might a captain keep on a ship, kept in these damp conditions. And looking through it, it doesn't have a title on it, but the first page is just the records and worship of the cult of the Bountiful Net. And it goes back probably about 100 and something years. And it details the arrival of this cult into Netting-on-Sea. It was begun by a deluded fisherman who talks about meeting these creatures of the sea and that promised them rewards and riches, told them about Ojanya, and ever since then it grew and grew until that became the Ogden family, who then kept this going. They introduced the Cambric family, who were their long-standing friends, into it, and it is a bloody history of sacrifice, of heresy, and everything else. The last few pages, though, are what become of interest because they are written by Merrick Ogden, and they speak of, and flicking through Gruff, you very quickly get the impression that this is not... To say that they are pretending or playing pretend would be a great affront to the murders and the awful profane rituals that they've performed here, but they never once received anything back. They were fulfilling these rituals, believing it to be responsible for their village's prosperity, for good harvests of fish, for everything else. And if there were any bad harvests, it was blamed on them not being worshipful enough, that they needed to kill more and sacrifice more. And then the next year, what a surprise, they got what they wanted. Yeah. It's there is a story that becomes very apparent reading through. But a few months ago, roughly when Sir Joran said that these champions began to cause problems, Merrick Ogden reports that the sacred pool that his family had always gathered around for their rituals, that they prayed to, began to speak to him. And a voice told him that riches and power would be his if he helped betray, if he offered up the sacrifice of the living to Ajanya's servants, to Ajanya's champions. And instructions were provided through this to set up a signal to come here on a certain day, and he reports of meeting a figure, a hulking figure of armor like a crab, with a giant claw, that it spoke to him and told him that he would be rewarded for offering up the living in exchange in service, basically. And this plan was hatched between Agamox and Merrick to use the signal fire and the festival as a way to gather everybody. There is not much speak of Coralsong in all of this. The voice was Agamox's voice that he heard. It seems that the two of them were able to use this pool as some sort of conduit to somewhere else. Merrick reports in this book of seeing something within the waters when he heard the voice. He spoke of a forest of crimson kelp. He spoke of a great ship sunken deep beneath the waves, glanced at in passing visages. And when the Doomclaw came to him, he had these gifts of this red frond, this fern, that he said would empower the pool and enable it to be used to a greater effect in the future, and that it was necessary for him to plant them for Agamox to use, basically. So it seems that whatever this strange kelp is, was part of what allowed Agamox to maybe use this pool back. It looks like it was very much a one-way conduit until these ferns were added, and then it could potentially be used as a two-way conduit.
Very cool. But it's still going to take like a full day for that to be used, for the water to come back in.
If you would like to try and use it, yeah.
And now I've taken the kelp out of it.
All of it?
I did say I would remove.
Yep.
It's for the best, though, to be honest.
Okay.
It could potentially be replanted. You have but you would probably have to use your own druidic magic to help it take root and
I could
revive
use
it.
water, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do this profane act.
Yeah. But yeah, you have this wax ship's ledger, which has been used as sort of the cult's diary, and it looks like the purpose of this book, by the way, is it is passed down from each head of the cult with instructions for the next, kind of like, here are the rituals. It's sort of, this is the sort of the Hierophant's chamber. This is the high priests of the cult's chamber, where they are instructed in the sacred rituals and things. Most of these rituals, though, it's just chanting and bleeding livestock over the altar and offering up their remains to the pool, and it's really quite mundane in a sense, horrible and profane, but there's no magic spell incantations or anything like that. This is all very much just cultural belief, and then seemingly something chose to make this place. Perhaps it was the worship itself eventually blessed it with the power for the champions, or perhaps Ojanya herself, to connect it to Coralsong and Agamox.
Just took 100 years.
Yeah, I mean, just seems to be that, it didn't take any notice before then.
Right, I think we leave now. We go back to the village. I have no interest in re-engaging this pool. I think there are other ways we can find Coralsong. We have a clue here with this crimson kelp and a sunken galleon. But it worries me that we don't have psychic defenses against Coralsong. I don't wish to engage her here, seeing what happened to the three of you just now. So I think we leave, we get back to the village. Perhaps I'll hand over this book as evidence for the village. Agreed?
Yes. I agreed, yes, and I do.
Whatever you think, Gruffer. Well, I'd like to leave here.
Xanthias, Daisy, Matteo?
Yes, I would quite like to leave, actually.
I don't think
Didn't like
anyone
what
wants
that
to stay in
pool
this
was.
horrible, horrible cave.
Xanthias, you've gone rather quiet.
I'm trying to go through my repertoire of spells to see if I have anything that can dissuade from the psychic effects. But also, I'm thinking we need to be fast and we need to find it and we want to kill the thing, right? We have a connection right here. Right? Am I insane?
We'll be fighting Coralsong in her territory, essentially.
I mean, the alternate plan is we go looking for a sunken boat in a big ocean. We're not going to find it. Unless, we send out some seeking spells of some kind to look for this thing, but we haven't seen this boat, so that makes it more difficult. And,
We do still have a lead with the Twin Peaks.
how far away is that?
Couple of days sail. 2-3 days sail.
Do
So
I hear?
Jordan might know about some shipwrecks that are around.
Do I hear anything from Sarah and Light?
It's probably not fully been an hour yet. You're probably approaching. It's getting close, but it's not been a full hour yet, I don't think. Probably like 45, 50 minutes.
But what if, Xanthias, we reactivate this pool, Coralsong appears again and manages this time to brainwash all of us? There was something about the pool. She was making you get towards the pool. And I didn't have a
Well,
good
yes.
feeling about what would happen if you touched it.
I'm just trying to also come up with an idea of what we could do in a few days on the sea, heading towards a new place to protect our mind from a song. We've tried putting coffee beans in our ears before, but this thing goes straight into our heads. And I don't want to put coffee beans in my brain.
I'm not reactivating this pool. It will almost certainly involve blood.
I think we should leave the cave.
Yes.
I think we could talk about it on the way back, and we can have a think about good things to do. And also, maybe some of the villagers, I don't know, maybe they know about some shipwrecks in the area, and they have fishermen. They might have been out near some shipwrecks, and then we can think about it. But really, number one priority, leave.
Xanthias, you have a very good point, and I understand it. But to reactivate this pool, reading these records and looking around, it will almost certainly involve some sort of sacrifice.
Yes, but we have given up a lot of blood already to one particular member of the party. What's a little bit more to potentially kill Coralsong?
Gruff will look up at the bones around.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
Okay,
look at the
I
record of sacrifices of livestock and bodies.
Yes, I'll do what everyone thinks is right. But I'm also just going through my spell list as well. I'm just trying to find like protection from energy doesn't do shit for psychic.
I don't think any of us has anything in particular.
Yeah.
Let's get some fresh air. Let's get out of this place.
Worst case, if we can't find another way, we know this is here and we can maybe come back. But probably not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we find a better way.
This pool will refill in a day anyway, so
We can make a plan then.
as a last resort, we can come back.
You can maybe see like just trickles, like the tiniest amount of water is beginning to form at the bottom, like it's filling up very, very slowly. It will take, a good long time for it to replenish to what it was.
So on that, we'll usher everyone out.
Usher everyone out.
Yeah.
You guys make your way back. No threat of those poisonous spines. When you emerge back out, the water is now lapping the tops of that thing where you shimmied along the side of the cave. The tide sort of rising now. And I'd say that with enough speed and with careful instruction from Gruff and knowing to watch your footing this time, you are able to kind of get back out onto the coast. It isn't too much longer. Maybe just by the time you reach the end of the cave, you would hear Seren in your mind, Gruff, just saying, did not see any boats or creatures, Gruffith. I have flown for as far as I can and returned when you asked, but I have not seen anything this way. They did not come west. There's not been any travelers I've seen. I saw some on the road, but they were in wagons and looked like merchants.
Good girl. Return to the village Netting-on-Sea. Return to Sir Joran. We'll be back soon.
Yes, I will go to the old sailor. And just carries on flying, having heard that in your mind. The group of you make your way along the coast, navigating those slippery, wet rocks until you reach the wooded trail that leads back towards Netting-on-Sea. Yeah.
Yeah, we keep.
Yeah. So you get back to Netting-on-Sea.
Saren said as well. Like I'd update you all on Saren not seeing nothing.
It seems that if Jameson took a boat, he did not go that direction.
You're right there, Tom.
Protection from energy is a shit spell. I was just looking at this. It's a 3rd level spell, concentration, and it gives one person resistance to one type of damage.
Yeah, it's
Like
not
3rd level.
It could be clutch in the right fight. A lot of spells are very, very situational.
very
Yeah,
much.
I'm pretty sure. Like when
Concentration
we
as
did
well.
Lightfall,
That does sting.
Yeah.
I did fire resistance on Cam when he was
he was
being chased by
Right, yeah.
and that helped. I don't know if that was protection from energy though, or it was like fire
Yeah.
resistance.
No, it's the same thing as protection.
3rd level. Fuck. Sorry, carry on. I just got really absorbed.
Said very situational.
Yeah.
In the right fight could be a game changer, but
I had fairy
half damage.
fire in my arsenal the entire way through Lightfall. I don't think I used it fucking once. I was
Fairy
like,
fire's
someone
great.
be invisible!
Fairy Fire is really.
I mean, Fairy Fire is good for not just the invisibility,
yeah,
it's
it's
the
okay.
advantage.
I think it's changed now, actually. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Leeds, we have the kelp, we have a boat, we've got the book, the ledger. Great start, I'd say. We've got people that know the sea very well.
Yeah, I think we've got some good leads to go on.
No, we do. I think.
And I don't know if Coralsong's going to come to us. I think we will have to go to her.
I don't imagine Coralsong has any idea of where we are.
Well, I think
Didn't
she
really know
will
where
now.
Agamos went.
Well, didn't you say
will.
she saw you in the conch or something?
Yes, but unless they're very good at GeoGuessr.
Well, yeah, but
Guess.
But did you not get the feeling that she was scrying on us? And
Yeah, but if she made a connection with you in the pool, surely she would know where that pool is.
It might have
I
just
think
been
she'd
communication
know.
alone, though.
I mean, generally,
Possibly.
Xanthias, I think you know how scrying works, right? You have access to that spell.
I guess I
Cast it.
would. I can't cast it. It's not.
Give me an Arcana check then.
Arcana. This is going to be huge.
Well, we got the feeling that she was watching. So they were watching us in our head.
Don't need feelings when you got nat 20s. Fuck you. 17.
I mean, 17's enough to know that scrying, she might have been able to see that cave. She doesn't necessarily know where that cave is.
Yeah.
But she might.
She might.
We don't know how much
You
she
don't know.
knows.
But generally, the scrying spell just allows you to see and hear wherever around that personal location, right? You don't necessarily know where that location is. So you don't think that Coralsong will necessarily know where Netting-on-Sea is. It sounds like as well that Merrick had mainly communication with Agamox, so...
Can I retcon that I would have taken some of the kelp with me, the kelp that I pulled out? Am I allowed that?
I'm going to say that's a pretty big retcon to say you didn't do it, because it's been quite a while now.
It's just annoying because I had it in my head and then I just realized I didn't say that.
Oh, it's in like, because you said you pulled it out. I'm assuming you put it in like your bag. I'm assuming you have some with you.
Yeah.
But you don't want to have any with you.
No, I do.
Yeah, no, I would assume that you would have taken
Okay,
it and put it in
yeah.
your inventory. Yeah, like.
All right, okay.
When somebody in a D&D game or a TTRPG, if somebody says like, I take some of the blah, I'm like, that's in your inventory now. Like
Cool.
it's got added. There's like a little box and there's a little picture of some red kelp and that's in your inventory now. You've pressed tabbed and you've highlighted all the
amount of stuff
interactables.
that Ophelia has that's probably so gross.
Yeah, well, that's why I assume like
A cup of slime.
I take this slime.
fucking coffee cup of fucking slime.
Coffee cup of slime.
Unlidded coffee cup
yeah.
of. Yeah.
That's solidified now. It's
Yeah.
like a
yeah.
It's like a resin.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty useful.
Really hard.
There was a phase. Nightwing will want that.
Is it like one of those alien egg toys when you leave it for too long and it
All
crosses
right.
over?
Yes.
What are you guys doing about the situation? What do you guys want to do?
Heading back to the village.
Should we chat to Sojourn? Ask if Sojourn knows about any. Sojourn, I've got a list, but it's really hard to say. Sojourn about the shipwrecks.
Yes.
Maybe find out where this kelp goes. Other than that, I don't know.
I think that's a good place to start, Sister Ophelia.
Goody.
Can we go back to the Gigadad?
Yeah. You find Sir Joran. It's only been an hour, so he's not finished repairing the Sunkist or like fixing it up.
You seen that thing on TikTok where it's like, I'm an adult, but my mum's a superior adult. That's what Sir Joran is. He's like the next
Superior
level
dad.
up.
Yeah. You make your way back. He is still in the process of repairing it. Maybe he's got some of the harpoons out. He's reloading the ballista. You can see that he's in the middle of like patching the sails where they got torn and things like that. He'll look down and be like, you're back. How did it go? Did you find anything useful?
Well, we definitely found another shrine. And in it was pews and altar.
Quite a horrible one, actually. Sorry.
Not as nice as mine.
Giant shark's teeth animated to, take a bite out of.
That looks nasty.
What, the wound? Oh, it hasn't ripped my clothes, has it?
I mean, a little.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have the money to replace this one.
Steve.
I bought a load of backups.
I mean, it's mendingable. Do you know what I mean? It's like very, very minor.
I cast mending.
Yeah. Can you do that on my sails? That'll save a lot of time.
Oh, I can do. Sure, yes, yeah.
That would save a hell.
Anything else being
He's
mentioned?
sitting sewing them up.
Yeah, he's literally been sitting there sewing them, and he sees you just magically go.
Yeah, you know what? Done. There
like-
you go.
What?
Sorry, I didn't even think about it before we left.
Good to know. I mean, it sounds like. I mean, this shrine is. Did you find anything useful? Any clues?
There was a pool of water in it, planted with this crimson kelp, and I'll bring it out to show.
Takes it. We'll roll for him to see if he knows what this is. Because it's not his specialty. Isn't sort of like fauna and stuff like that. He's a fighter. Natural 20.
NPCs! Dad!
Let's stop using this dagger heart dice for NPCs. I don't like it when they get too many nat 20s. It makes me feel bad for you. Like, you guys are meant to be the heroes,
No, we
not
don't
them.
care.
I know you don't care.
We
I
need
care.
all the help we need.
No, the only other one I've got is this
moment-
one, and that's the good one.
The moment Matteo was introduced to the campaign is when the title dropped.
Yeah.
It's finally the main character's here. All of this was just preamble for Matteo.
Sir Joran takes this and he nods very sagely. He's like, yeah, I know what this is. Doesn't often come up because it's quite far down on the ocean floor, but out near Twin Peak Isle, surrounding the ocean floor around the bottom of the mountains. You know, the isles are just mountains, you know, peaks of underwater mountains. There is a place called Blood Kelp Forest. A few divers and sailors like myself, we've heard of it. Very few have seen it, but we know it's there. Spreads out for miles and miles. It's like a fully underwater, forest. And it grows so tall and so thick that it's like a blanket, like a carpet across the ocean floor. And legend says, rumors say that there's plenty of, creatures and children of Ajanya and all sorts of lost sailors, lost ships, all of
Yeah,
that.
shipwrecks. That's another thing.
Aye, yeah, shipwrecks. As the legends go, there's plenty of ships that have been dragged under the water, and the kelp has grown over them, hides them from view, can't be found. A few famous ones, I think. Well, there's one in particular that I know. He doesn't need to roll for this. This is a story I would have just given you. You're familiar, and he kind of like glances at Rowan when he says this. You're all familiar with the war with the giants from centuries ago, between the dragons and the giants, right?
A little.
It's long, long ago, after the Empire's creation, the dragons encountered the giants, and the giants wanted land, the dragons wanted land, and conflict occurred. Giants live off on an isle far away from here. Unlike us, though, they seem to be able to cross the seas through brute force. They fight off Ajanya. Ajanya still tries to stop them, but they seem to just be natural sailors, naturally good boat builders, shipbuilders.
Well, the giants and the dragons went to war for a long time. During that war, many of the coastal provinces had to fend off attacks from giants. And we are not a seafaring empire. So ships and things like that weren't common. We only have schooners like my Sunkist and small coastal ships. But after the War of Giants began, a few bronze dragons, creators of, creative and mine builders, engineers, architects, that sort of thing, they got together, and with the funding of the gold dragons of Gildai, they built warships, the first imperial warships, first ever built. Proper galleons, big ships, the kind that we rarely build because half the time you send them out across the sea and they get destroyed. I imagine, Sister Ophelia, you're from Osseous, right?
Yes.
I imagine you travelled on a similar sized ship when you came here. They're rare, even for your people, I think, as well.
It was magnificent.
Well, we have a few of those. We've sent them over as diplomats to Osseous and I think Stridia and a few other places, but they're rare. Well, this was the, what was its name? Glory of Paladrax, that was it, named after the bronze dragon who designed it. It was a great ship, a mighty warship, and it would go toe-to-toe with the giants, equipped with cannons of magic and the latest creations of Gildai and the Suncrest Isles. But the giants, as I say, they are master seafarers, they are warriors. They had magics of their own and powerful strength, and the Glory was sunk, supposedly off the coast of the Suncrest Isles. Now, where exactly? This was long ago, hundreds and hundreds, centuries and centuries ago. So the records from back then were not well kept. The exact locations of these shipwrecks, very difficult to pinpoint. There was always the rumor, always the theory that the Glory went down near Twin Peaks Mountain, near Twin Peaks Isle, and was swallowed up by the blood kelp. So if there's a shipwreck you're looking for, it might be that one. It'd certainly be a big ship, not like any of these smaller ones like mine. It'd be an actual big galleon.
Well, it's funny you should say that, but we found this behind the altar, and I'll show him the book. If you look at the last few pages, it was filled out by Merrick, and he mentions contact with Agamox, and, finally, about the time that you reported the first disturbances, Agamox...
Puts on tiny reading glasses.
Agamox finally made contact with Merrick, conjured this whole plan for this festival and the sacrifice. He mentions seeing a forest of crimson kelp and a giant sunken ship.
Ah, yes, I see. And I saw in the water, between the crimson fronds, a great ship with a dragon at its head. I think this may be the Glory of Paladrax, aye. It had a great statue of the bronze dragon himself at the front on the prow. That's supposedly, anyway. A statue made of gold. I mean, one of the things that people... the Glory of Paladrax was equipped with magical weapons, riches, finely made arms and armor created in dragon forges and enchanted by dragons themselves. It was, it's treasure seekers and smugglers. It's a bit of a legend to try and find.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like that's where we'll probably find
That's our biggest lead at the moment.
Coralsong, yeah.
I mean, if this Coralsong was looking for a place to use as a bastion deep in the ocean, the Blood Kelp Forest would be an ideal place, and perhaps there is...
Plus a giant ship.
Aye. Well, and also, Ojanya hates the Empire, she hates, the living. I mean, there's something poetic, isn't there, about using the carcass of a great ship of the Empire as your bastion, I think.
It's blasphemous is what it is.
It is.
That's unsurprising, though, at this point.
But, I mean, that sounds it. The difficulty you'll find is I have no idea where the Glory would be within the Blood Kelp Forest. And as I said, it's miles and miles of thick, dense underwater flora. I mean, it's no different to trekking through a great forest up here on land.
You said it was made of gold. There was a golden dragon helm. Front.
Well,
You're good with gold.
I can sniff gold. Is that what you mean?
can you sniff it underwater?
Can't say I've tried.
You also have to be fairly close.
I think I'll see it before I can smell it. If I'm underwater,
Not
and I start-
necessarily. Like if
His
it
nose just
like
bumps against it.
if yeah,
Yeah, there it is.
yeah.
Also, if I start sniffing stuff underwater, I think that means I've started drowning.
Well,
I mean,
I've cast water.
there's always.
Do you want to try it now?
I mean, if they had any crown steel aboard that ship, maybe you'll be able
Another way I
to.
can sense it.
Maybe.
There's any fashion shows down there. Then
yeah.
I'm already there.
I've been invited.
Yeah.
Because I'm the best.
So Joran will say, I can sell you out to where the blood kelp begins. I mean, I know where that is. It's about, day and a half, 2 days sail just on the near Twin Peak Isle. It would make sense if she's attacked Twin Peak and Nettigon Sea here. There's a easily accessible settlements, but there's more in that area. I mean, the blood kelp is vast. There's always been strange rumors. Apparently, there are other creatures of Ajanya down there. People have spotted like turtle men. They say that there are horrid creatures.
I know.
Yes!
All sorts of.
Are they anti-heroes in a half shell?
I don't. I mean, they're meant to be beasts. They're meant to be, sailors and smugglers. They spy them.
Hold it together.
They spy them when they come up to rocky islands and things like that, and kill them, fearing that they're creatures of Ajanya. But there's other things down there as well. Ajanya commands creatures like sharks and great deep squid and all these sorts of beasts. They'll be hiding amongst it. But there may be other dangers as well.
Well, the information thus far has been immensely valuable, Sir John.
Well, I
Thank
wouldn't
you.
have been. It's only stories I've heard. Like I said, if it wasn't for that book and what you found out, I don't know if I'd be able to really help you beyond that.
Well, do we have Matteo to thank for that?
Yes, my keen adventuring senses detected that there was a secret chamber hidden within the heretics' den. Yes, the heretics' den. And I sensed that there was more to it than meets the eye, my good knight. Ha ha! He doesn't have glasses, but
Knight errant.
I'm talking Sir Joran.
Oh, okay, sorry. I couldn't see what you were looking at. Oh,
Yes. I mean, no, knight errant, but I was talking Sir Joran. But yes, no, I sensed that there was something afoot. Ha ha! The keen adventuring senses. Matteo the Marvelous, Matteo the Maestro.
Now we're talking.
Coordinates a sonnet as he coordinates a battle.
Well.
All right, we'll workshop it. We'll workshop it, team.
Down the stairs. What?
Matteo, how good is your singing and your music?
He looks around. Rowan, would you mind getting me a pastry from the village just for a second, my good friend? Oh yes, of course, Matteo. I don't mind. He goes off. I'll be honest, Rowan's a lot better. He is so good. I honestly don't. I can't hold a candle to him.
Why can't you say that in front of him? That's a rather nice thing to say in front of him.
Because it is a nice thing, but I also feel that he plays himself down a bit, and what I think he needs is he needs me to be a bit of a mentor figure to help build him up, you see. And if he knows that I'm not as good as him, I think that's going to sort of diminish his faith in me.
I think he would still have faith. Rowan has faith in everybody.
But not in the same way. I think he needs someone to look up to. Do you know what I mean? Xanthias, you know what I mean.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking
about. If I think that it's a little white lie, in fact, it's not even a lie. I'm just not telling him. That's different.
He's also pretty good.
I'm pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty good. I've got
Better
the
than
gift
me.
of the gab.
Yeah, but much better than
very
me.
good at talking to people.
Yes.
But as a performer, Rowan's a lot bloody better.
He really is.
Well, I'm just wondering if there's a way you can assist him. I wonder.
I could certainly help assist, absolutely. I'm not sure how well I could play and sing underwater.
I just wondered if Rowan could actually be part of the key to battling Coralsong.
Well, now, I don't want to speak for Rowan, but I know a few talented bards who have magic like Rowan does. I'm a bard, but I can't use magic. But I've known from the stories that there are a few bards who have the ability to counter-charm individuals. I don't know if Rowan knows he can do that, but he probably can.
It's very valuable information, Mateo.
No, I'm just saying.
Trying to tell us here.
Let me just remind myself if this is true or not.
We did that thing.
Yes, I'm almost certain that bards of a magical nature.
No, the thing he did with the Gallowak was just play a louder noise.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
I don't think there was any magical effect at play
was
there.
just pure
He
noise.
has
But
learned a lot
I-
since then.
You know, there's
learned
a
a
famous story.
Yes.
In fact, I think Gruffworth, you would have known it. You've told me that Sir Isabel is one of your favourite stories.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Sir Isabel's
Sir Isabel.
companion, exactly. Her companion, her wife, the bard who travelled with her. There's a part of the famous story. It's not in the sonnet, but it's one of the other stories of Sir Isabel. They were beset by harpies, vault-spawn, who have these enchanting voices that lure people to their deaths and into dangerous situations. Out in the Mistwall, they linger up in trees, lead you into quicksand and pits and all this kind of thing. And when they heard the song, Sir Isabel's mind was caught, but her companion's was not. And so she began to sing and play and managed to lure Sir Isabel out of the charming song that was taking place. But also, it may be possible if one is frightened that this music could also be countermanded by Rowan's
Seems
performance.
so helpful.
Useful, right? Yeah, but now, maybe Rowan can't do it because why wouldn't he have done it yet?
The poor boy's not even here to defend himself.
But he is a very good performer.
Very good.
Extraordinarily good performer.
Extraordinary.
He does have the assistance of the lute as well, Sostenuto, obviously, of course. But
You know, he's learned a lot recently.
he has learned a lot.
Yeah,
He's-
like since the Gallowak, he's
I mean,
learned so much.
I feel like I've gained access to much higher levels of the circle of
Yes.
spells since we started our
He's got
adventure. So he
wings.
must be
Yes,
the
So
same.
Rowan
But
really
you know, the bards that I've heard
didn't
this,
even
the bards that I've heard the story of.
Right? Yes.
I mean, were I to say that you know how the academia in Kilscaris has its circles.
Oh, I am weirdly aware of this. Everyone knows about
Well, I
the
think that there's
circles of the
9
academia.
circles.
There
I
is,
think
yes,
I've heard
yeah.
of someone having in the third.
Oh, so they could cast
Maybe.
spells of a third power.
I recall stumbling upon. Yes, when I was in
Well,
Kelskaris,
I think that the bards
bumped into
I've
one of them.
heard
yes.
who can do this power, they normally have access to the 4th circle of
I
spellcasting.
see.
So, and I think Rowan has actually got access to the 5th circle, and
Right.
he's had that. He got that recently.
we could-
So it's been a while that he might have been able to do this.
Now, I'm not fully aware on how Rowan's magics manifest themselves, or how quickly. I'm not certain on how quickly bards are able to transform their magical energies. You know,
No, I wouldn't. How would I know?
I don't know.
These are stories that I've
I'm
heard.
no bard, so maybe it's similar to mine in that once the spells are available to them, it's locked in.
Well, this isn't a spell. This is an ability that all magical bards have access to.
I see.
Yes, I was just using the spells thing as a way of you knowing sort of what level of experience a bard might have.
So what you're saying is this is something that Rowan can just do.
Yes.
Anytime he wants.
I'm almost certain that they are able to do it anytime they want.
For podcast
Oh, yeah, obviously they would need to be quite reactive to do it.
I see. Okay.
But I don't think there's a limitation on how often.
I mean, Rowan's very reactive in general. Whenever we're in fights, he's very reactive. For podcast listeners, Kim's written a very strongly worded note on Trot's death.
In red pen.
Now,
in red
to
pen.
be fair
I
to
see
him,
capital letters from over here.
to be fair to him, the conversation of trying to block the psychic energies of Coralsong's chant started today when he was not here.
Yes, that's very true. How many times have you encountered since, 7th level creatures that charm or frighten you?
What level were we when we fought the Gallowak?
Pretty sure you were 7th level.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
So it has only really occurred once.
When did you go in the vault?
Oh, that was 8th level, wasn't it?
I'm tempted to say
I think that was 8th level.
we leveled up from the
March.
vault and then we leveled up from the last fight.
Yeah.
So we were probably 7.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Unless we've leveled up twice since then. I don't know. There's a whole wiki for this shit.
We did do a double level up.
We did a double level up. After.
Oh, I think you
So-
double leveled up after the vault.
Yeah,
Okay.
So there
Might have
is.
been 6.
they might have skipped.
We might have. Okay. In that case,
He needs to go
it
back
might
over
be.
it.
He might be safe. He might.
Yeah, we
be
might have
alright.
skipped over it a little bit.
So there is a universe in
I
which
think
this
maybe the
might
double
be a
level up
step
did
too
throw him
far.
off. He
might-
forgot he got
He
it.
needs
Yeah.
to know.
I think that he has not realised he has this ability.
He will.
But that is why Mateo is here.
That's why Mateo is the best of us.
I'm just saying. I've heard stories. That's all.
Your stories are very valuable, though.
I am something of a
And I think that
collector.
It's just a shame that Rowan has that cold, so he hasn't really been speaking much. I'm sure.
I got you this one and this. I didn't know which one you'd want, so I got you this one and this one. This one smells a bit fishy, so I don't recommend it.
I don't have the fish. Take it away from me. I don't want
I'll have that one later.
You have that one.
I don't really like seafood
Achoo!
anymore through this whole thing.
Achoo!
Bless you. I think I've had my fair share of fish.
Yeah,
after-
seafood is not appealing to me anymore.
It's not. It's not
Really, not
meaty
even a
enough.
succulent lobster.
No, not after
Devour a
all of
lobster
the
with some butter.
doom claw, everything. No, I don't think I.
You didn't look at that claw and think, how juicy meat claw there.
And after the firewall, I was really
fed our
hungry.
village.
But then it decomposed, so I was like, that's gross. I'm not
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but I
horrible.
was
Fine.
thinking, I bet that's a meaty claw. With butter and pepper. Oh.
No, you see, then you've ruined it. You've cooked it and put stuff
I
on it.
was a bit more
Oh.
preoccupied.
You've ruined it. You've cooked it.
I was a bit more preoccupied by how he's crushing me to death.
And a regular.
Juicy sweet!
Like that teenage boy I ripped his neck out of.
Oh god.
Sorry, what?
During the fight, there was that horrible boy who was stabbing me, and I just tore his throat out.
Yorkton.
Oh. Whilst we're on the subject, by the way, have you got a check on exactly how much blood Veracity has drank? Have you got a?
I do have a
count on?
note. I have made a note. It was 40 something. I think it might be
43, I
43.
believe.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Interesting.
Points.
Bloints.
Yes. Although bloints are different. Bloints are a
Yes.
class resource.
But I
for-
just need to
yeah,
say that.
don't
Bloints
say
is
it.
a good word to
Only
say.
say it when it's relevant.
It's a fun word. Points.
So with all of this, what is your thoughts? What is your plan?
We have a couple of days. We can get some rest, recoup our resources.
We sail today.
Sail.
A couple of days.
Well, I'll just.
Oh, I see. Yes, yes.
We have
yes.
it's a journey
Yes.
to get there, so we need to.
I
can train.
would like...
There's not much room for training on this ship. It's only a small ship, remember?
I tend to train.
I would like to copy. Who has the nicest handwriting and the fastest writing speed?
Probably Ophelia.
Daisy.
Oh. Probably Daisy.
An artist.
Yeah, no, you're right. That does make sense.
Mateo's like,
Probably Mateo.
Not that
actually.
kind of
Former
artist.
though.
no, it's in like, I'm a writer.
But you
Right,
write
one of
stuff
you two, please just copy
I
the
have-
last few
Fine,
pages.
Daisy can do it.
I have parchment and the tools. Thank you.
Daisy, please could you copy, transcribe these last few pages?
Yeah.
Mainly the bits with the notes on the kelp forest and that.
On it.
I wish to give the book to the village as part of evidence of this cult here. I suggest we say our goodbyes to Carla. Daisy, I don't know if there's anything you want to say to her or anything like that.
That she should come and stay in Ashton Rest.
I have thoughts about that. The thoughts being, everybody and their dog knows that we live in that Tyria's Rest, and all sorts are attracted to it. Good
You don't
and
have to
bad.
live in the inn. There's no space at the inn.
I just think if someone's trying to be anonymous, it might not be the best place for her.
But at the same time, bartender.
I did write a note. Wave need meet.
She keeps leaving notes.
I love a note.
Why are you leaving notes?
I just like leaving notes.
What, with our address? With our home address? Everywhere?
Yes. Well, because I thought I would be able to curtail some business.
Yeah,
What?
I'm actually worried for when Santias goes back next.
He put himself in the
He's in the newspaper.
Yeah, but they know that's, yeah.
And now imperators from Waysmeet know as well. No, authorities.
Authorities, imperators are probably much scarier.
Yeah.
Or it's a Cardwell.
That's the next level is imperators. No.
I was just hoping that I could maybe get another. Business has been quite slow lately.
What's happened has happened. What I'm saying is, authorities know our address. Other people know our address. Is it really somewhere we want to send someone who is trying to be anonymous?
No.
We could send her to Ashen's Rest, but perhaps not to our inn. At least not when we're not there.
Fine.
And she need help. She may need help.
Valid points.
You could send her to Ashen's Rest.
I just think that this little island is probably not the best for her, because she's not going to have any help if anyone comes after
And
her.
also, there's a lot of attention that's about to come this way.
Yeah, authorities are going to be coming here soon anyway, and then also, if she was to be found here, she's completely on her own. There's plenty of people in Ashen's Rest where she can have people
That's
to help.
why I said maybe
So-
send her to Ashen's Rest, but not Tyria's inn without us.
Okay, can I in my head also? I'm gonna transcribe these pages from the book, but I also want to like ask Nim to just like memorize if there's anything visual, like any kind of.
Not in the book.
anything-
There's symbols. And she's
Symbols
like,
and stuff.
I can memorize the symbols, little one, but I'm more maps. It's easier, but words and things like that, I'm afraid my memory is not so good. But the map that you showed me, I can memorize that. But there's not much, even in this description of this blood kelp forest. This Merrick does not speak of too many landmarks and things like that. It seems like just glimpses of it. There's not much really there, but I will do my best. But yeah, it's mainly like a journal. It's not so much like diagrams and stuff.
I didn't expect it to be
No,
like
it's
a
fine.
X here,
Yeah.
like, but I just wanted to keep a little bit. While we
Yeah,
give the
we
rest
were
of the journal
Yeah,
to
for
the
sure.
It's not
villagers.
forgotten.
Yeah,
any
absolutely.
details.
How long did Sojourn say it would need to repair the rest of the ship?
Well, with Xanthius having magically zipped up the sails, he's just like, I'll be ready to go in about an hour.
Right, you heard an hour.
What I'll do is I'll get her put out a little bit ways to ready to go, and then you just come by. Tell me when you're ready.
An hour to conclude our business here, and then we sail.
Perfect.
We will not be late. Ophelia, no snacking.
Definitely no.
I'm staying
snacking.
right here. I've got nothing to do here. I've got no one to speak to. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to chain myself to the boat, in fact.
Why don't you come on board the boat and help me get her ready?
That's true.
And chain myself onto the deck of the boat. Much better plan.
I leave him in your care for now.
That's fine. I'll put him to work. Come on, lad.
I'm a working boy.
Those soft hands.
Yeah. No.
Let's get
Actually, no,
those.
you're from far
Let's
away.
get some calluses on those soft hands. No, you don't. You've got
I
farmers'
mean,
hands.
this hand is
Yeah.
the exact opposite of soft.
No, I think like Sir Jordan would be like, no, they're not soft hands. Those are farmers' hands. I've seen farmers' hands before.
Yes,
Right,
actually,
come with me.
The crusty one.
And he'll get you like, you know,
That time slapping.
doing all the ropes and all the lines.
I meant the crown steel hand. I meant the crown steel hand.
Yeah.
I wish to clarify.
Yeah, you've clarified.
I was
So-
listening.
You'll bit to work. Yeah, what's everyone else doing?
What are we doing?
Well, yeah, my suggestion was to talk to Kala. I will talk to,
Is there anything you need to talk to?
I guess, Kala and the Otter Lady, like, because they were gathering evidence for.
Yeah, I mean, the evidence has all been gathered. Like, don't worry about that. That's all been gathered.
No
Like,
point
you've-
giving them the book then.
I mean, you can give them a book if
Just
you want,
fling it
but
off the
that's
side.
literally not even a conversation. That's going to be you give them the book. Here is more evidence. Yeah,
Here, my evidence.
done. Easy.
Yeah.
We did good.
Yeah.
You did good. Well done.
Mateo will actually go around and it seems like you kind of catch him. He runs. He's like, I'll be back in an hour, and then you see him like talking to like all the survivors and like writing stuff down, and he's like getting their accounts and like what they remember of like the battle and things like that, because it looks like he's trying to get like things that he can reference and things like that. So he's kind of collecting information. Rowan will probably stay with Sir Joran and Xanthius. So Carla you find in the inn, and it looks like she's packing up. Like it looks like she's done. Like she's already made the decision she's not going to stay here in Netting-on-Sea. And so she'll just be like, oh, hello. Did you find anything at that cave or wherever you were going?
Yeah, another shrine. Horrible.
Oh,
blood
good.
everywhere. You
Oh,
know.
good. Lovely.
Paintings in blood.
Why not?
A pool on the floor, which then became magic, and we were being scryed on, I think, by potentially the other champion. So, horrible things. Horrible
Right.
things.
So yeah, maybe I might
give you guys a wide berth until all of this is
Oh, it will be so. We got a good lead on where she might be, though.
Okay.
Which is in the Blood Kelp Forest.
That
which
sounds
also-
delightful.
Yeah, all good things.
Yay.
So we're gonna go there, I think. But I want to find out where you're going.
I don't know. I'm not staying here. I'm gonna leave most of the I'm literally just packing up my personal things. I've spoken to a couple of people in town. I think that the town is gonna. I'm selling it at far less than what I paid for it. Apparently, they said that they were going to see what they could make from selling off Merrick's belongings and things like that. But I'm going to sell it to them for cheap. They're going to buy it as a sort of community inn. So they're going to sort of have the town is going to own it. And then, I'm going to... I don't know, I can't go back to Brassus, but maybe Zenith, or maybe it's time to go to a different province altogether again.
Cauldra. Ashen's Wrath.
Listen, the problem is it sounds like you've already done a lot. And I'll be honest, Daisy, I'm worried that if that hunter hears about you and they come looking for you, if they find me as well, I don't know if I'll survive that again.
Okay, but hear me out.
Right.
Can't go somewhere where you don't have people who can also fight for you.
Well,
you need to go somewhere, and if it's not there, then that's fine, but you need to go somewhere where there's competent fighters to also help.
Well,
and there's us, and there's dragons and stuff in Ashen's Rest, and that's helpful.
Well, I would... Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's Pharos, the city in Cauldra, the sort of capital. I was thinking of going there. It's a big place. I can just become another face and another name.
Pharos is quite nice. There's lots of nice places around there, but at least you wouldn't be so far away that we wouldn't be able to help you.
I think if this hunter shows up, whatever the distance is going to be too late. She'll look at you. Give me a persuasion roll, Daisy. See if you can convince her that going to Ashen's Rest.
Fate.
All right.
Sure. I don't have good persuasion, so.
Recognize this music.
17.
Celery.
17. I'm going to say she will look at you and be like, I'll think about it. I think I'll either go to Pharos, or maybe I'll go and check out this Ashen Rest.
If you need us, you know where we are.
Yes.
You know where our base is.
It's going to take me a while to get out there anyway. I'm sure you guys fly or go through portals or something. So you'll probably get there before I do. But I'll see what options there are in Pharos, see if there's any small businesses being sold that I can take up, see what I can afford house-wise. If there aren't any good options there, maybe I'll come over to Ashen's Rest. But I'm worried. I'm worried about you. Worried about, even us here, we made a big show of us being here. And if that hunter, if it finds out, it will be on our trail. Every time you use your powers, every time I use our power, my powers, it's like a signal flare to these things. But I'll think about it. I would rather be somewhere with people that I know I can count on than being alone.
Well, you can count on us, and you know where we are. But I understand that you also need to do what's best for you. But we would like to have you close so that we can help when we are home. Which turns out, actually, we're not home that often. But you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Thank you.
And I think before I go, I will connect telepathically because I want to let Nim and her. I forget.
Sabariel.
It is.
Sabriel.
Sabariel.
Yeah.
Subaru.
Asabriel.
Sabriel. I will let them talk.
Yeah, and you...
Just so that, because they don't get to talk.
No, exactly, and there is, you get the sense, you don't hear the conversation, because I think Nim actually kind of has almost like a private conversation. You and you and Carla are sort of just stood there having to be quiet, letting these inner voices talk to each other without hearing it. But you get the sense they have a fairly long conversation. And at the end of it, Nim will say into your mind, I have convinced Asabriel to encourage Carla to come to Ashen's Rest. I am wary of the Jaeger as well, but I think if we have to fight it, I would much rather fight it with Asabriel with us.
Me too.
Whether that is you or them, I think alone we would be at far greater risk. There is also another matter, little one. Remember what that servant of the Primal Isles, that Caliphris.
Yep. The green one. Yep.
There is another like us, the one that they said was being held somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Could be that Carla and Asabriel would want to help us, I think.
I was thinking the same. I think it would be good to have as many of us as we can.
There is one thing the Legion taught me that I do not regret learning. It is that we are stronger together. And it would be far better to have more soldiers standing beside us than alone.
Agreed. And
Asabriel,
especially now that we are not, me and you, we're not alone now anyway. Yeah. So more people, all good.
Yes.
So I definitely want to make sure that she stays safe.
And Asabriel, they were a siege gunner, but perhaps if we can find this smith to work Luxon, Asabriel also is talented in that regard. They may be able to help us more as well. But yes, I spoke with them, they agree. So.
Good.
Yeah, well, that will leave it to you guys then. Anything else? Any other business? If not?
Well, Rhea's been looking very confused / concerned / pained. Like you just found something in your character.
Writing a note.
I checked in on Rhea and I heard the words whispered like, I'm thinking of doing something, but it's a little bit profane.
Oh, I thought you were looking in your character sheet and you found a feature that was like, you can block psychic attacks as well.
No.
What are you doing over there, bud?
They're a town that don't have a god right now.
Oh.
They do, they've got Saint Alan.
Well.
And they were visited by them directly.
Well.
Remember what Grass said?
Hearts and minds, hearts and minds, hearts and minds.
They do have a whole church of bodies up there waiting to work.
I know. It'd be so good.
They don't have a guard.
Don't have a guard.
You know who could guard them? Probably ghosts.
Have a guard.
The ghosts are gone.
That's true.
They are
Just
gone.
bones then.
It's just bones.
Big shark head. Bring that
What are we
back.
thinking?
Sermon?
Not a sermon. Okay, so I'm thinking I have unseen servant. So I was just going to be like, as we're leaving or whatever, bye-bye, just cast a little unseen servant, just to be like, just like, can I put like a little skull on him and a robe on him and then stand him at the edge of the docks and then as we're like saying bye-bye, be all like, hey, by the way, the Grey Father thinks you're all cool. Peace out as we're going away, Just...
In those words?
So the unseen servant could hold a skull
Yeah.
with a cloak attached to it
Yeah.
and hold it up as if it was hovering there.
Yeah.
Because the unseen servant is invisible.
Yeah.
So you could do that,
Yeah.
and then your plan is to have it hover at the docks,
Yeah.
and then you to say something as you leave.
Yeah.
Traumatized group of people.
Yep.
But I don't have to do it. It's just
Doesn't feel well. Okay, here's my question. It sounds like all of your companions are gathering, ready to head out on Sir Joran's ship.
yeah.
What would Ophelia like to do? Does Ophelia get on the ship?
I think we have everything in order now, right? We can head off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just 3 days
Very
travel.
much.
Very
I got what I needed.
We don't go into the deep ocean because we'll get attacked by more of those things. So we just stay along the coast, right? We can do that.
So Joran will say, well, we can't head out into the deep ocean. My schooner won't take us too far out, but we will have to cross the gulf between the coast here and the Twin Peak Isles. So we will be crossing deep sea.
Okay, but we could stay as close to the coast as we can, right? Okay,
Not to
fine.
reach the Twin Peak Isles. I'm
Likely
afraid,
to face
yes.
more of those things, but That's fine.
Potentially. I mean, the creatures of Ajanya, and we're as likely to run into pirates, smugglers, that sort of thing. It's also very possible we won't have any difficulties in this area. This is a very well patrolled part of the Suncrest Isles. It's just these champions which are causing problems.
Okay.
Maybe unless they specifically try and find us, I imagine we might be all right. But we'll see. We were attacked on the way here. It's not impossible we'll be attacked again. So be prepared, be ready.
But we're all here. And we're not going anywhere. I tug at the chain at my belt. I'm not going anywhere. No delays.
Gruff's giving one last look up at the church. Like,
yeah, it's on the cliffside. You can see it from the coast. It's very picturesque in the daylight.
Yeah, he's probably got his pipe out. He's just having one last look.
Feel that cold touch on your shoulder.
And he'll just give a nod.
You remember what you've promised, so. Does Ophelia join the ship?
Ophelia joins the ship.
Okay.
I made a promise to Gruff.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a good girl.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't your plan as we were departing anyway?
Yeah, but I've made a promise to Gruff to not be a silly.
It's all right if we're already departing.
I know.
You make your way out.
Character
and you
I
say
made a promise.
An oath.
the sun-kissed sets off across the sea, and you are not troubled for at least a day and a half as you sail. You may all take a long rest.
What? Good. I can recover my one spell slot.
I spent about 6.
You travel across the ocean waters, and for the most part, the journey is uneventful. It is on the sort of afternoon of the second day, as you are drawing closer. So Joran will say, like, not too far now. Bloodkelp Forest isn't too far from us. When Xanthius,
Oh, here we go.
you will receive a sending spell.
Oh, fuck. No, just look, dude. Just
Daddy's
busy.
calling.
Which daddy?
Keep this suit.
Yeah, he
There
has
are
a lot
so.
of daddies.
I've got 3 daddies that could
Yeah.
call me, and one of them's Sovereign.
No,
I've
not
got
that one.
4 daddies.
Daddy Sovereign wouldn't send a sending spell. It
3
would
of them
just be
hate
all
me.
up in your head.
For
What?
Daddy cool.
I don't think it's gonna be a cool
Daddy
daddy.
not cool.
Daddy not cool.
Am I a cool daddy?
I guess you're from Ice
I'm
Heart.
the coolest.
Yeah,
daddy.
you're the coolest dad.
I mean, yeah. Temperature-wise, you are cool.
The coolest.
He didn't say anything else about the non-temperature. He's
Yeah.
warming
I'm
around it.
ignoring that.
Yeah.
Xanthius, Obsidius's voice
Fuck you.
calls into your mind.
He's writing Kill Obsidius on his list again.
Kill Sidious. Yeah.
Xanthius, were you arrested? I have just returned to Wavemeet. What happened? An authority is making bold claims. I will have to deal with him. 25 words. You may respond if you wish.
Oh, last time I didn't answer him, he teleported
Yeah,
me.
that's true. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
It has. I've been tracking this, by the way. It has been now about 3 days since you left Wavemeet. And he has not. He would not have heard what had happened until he returned.
It's like,
so.
dudes, I left you for like a day, man. What happened?
There is a like the voice in your head is calm, but you can tell there is this level of like
He's restraining himself.
fucking what?
Gruff had a very similar reaction.
And this is the only time when it wasn't my fault.
So it's up to you what you say. You have 25 words.
But I also don't want to just be like, Ophelia, hungry, throw chair, almost kill man. Teleport, walk up wall to roof, then come back, got arrested, me too. Authority knows.
Can you find a better way to say that?
However, now there is a part of me that is the authority is making bold claims, but in a town where there is, because of Gruff's the sort of deal that was made, is going to be claims that are going to be against heavy opposition from official sources, right? So there is almost
there's a good chance, and like the way like what Obsidius isn't saying like this is fucking bad, like, you know, blah blah blah, they're accusing you of this.
Like, stop me from killing this dude. Basically.
I mean, well,
dealing with them,
or like, I'm gonna fucking deal with them. Like, we can't have an information getting out. Like, you and I are sort of in this together now. Like, like this is now on you. Keep in mind, nobody but Xanthius hears this message as well.
Ophelia just dying inside a little bit.
Yeah, because now I'm just trying to recall the exact circumstances in which we left Wavemeat. Authority. Not good at all. No, not
welcome.
at all.
Not welcome.
But like,
so what you would know from what Gruff told you and what you witnessed, or what you remember specifically, is the commander got you out. You knew that the commander and the authority were at odds with each other.
Yes.
Gruff used some sort of favor or promise or something to make this commander do that, and they were not fucking happy about it.
Yeah.
But that the authority was enraged that you were being let out, and clearly this commander has the sway to let you get away. Now, what you know about society is that authority probably works in this region. What's that? We do live in
live in a society.
An authority, their authorities generally are one of the few people who have powers to trump dragons if they can levy charges against them. But it's very difficult because dragons often just employ better authorities in the court case, basically.
Yeah.
So they can often get away with stuff, right? But this authority is one of the few people that could genuinely cause trouble. But if it's being opposed by this like prominent commander and the local duchess is on her side, then this authority probably won't have much power here. But what if that authority were to go somewhere else?
Ooh.
And what you don't know is that authority knows exactly where you live.
No, that's true. I don't know that.
Yeah, they know where we live.
Well, certain,
us like a second ago that
a certain note
literally
was left at the scene
Ophelia
of the crime.
literally just told us about that.
So yeah,
right
so
now.
if
So you
Xanthius
do know
wants to
that
put
now.
2 and 2 together, yeah.
There is also a part of me that the entire circumstance by which we were arrested was ultimately
bogus,
was a farce.
Well,
right?
it wasn't a farce. There was grounds for an arrest. It's just you were not guilty. You weren't guilty of assault and murder.
2 of the 3 that were arrested were 100% innocent.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that you weren't suspicious. Like, police have the authorities and the guards have the right to detain you if they think that you are guilty of a crime.
Suspicious.
They've not charged you.
No.
What's the charge?
What is the charge?
Well, the charge at the time was
Ophelia was enjoying a meal.
and they thought that you were tampering with an investigation by lying to the police, by lying to the guards.
But ultimately, they were innocent, so I wasn't tampering.
No, but your charge was different because they found out that you had crown steel.
Guilty in possession of crown steel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But how are they going to tell that story when they get to the situation? Let's say the authority meets a dragon.
Well, that still sounds very speculative, and you can speculate on that. What I would like to know is, what are you telling Obsidius?
There's a cooldown above my head. It's ticking away. And I'm using the most of my time here.
Okay. Do you know what? I know it's not in the spell, but I think that after a certain period of time, you can't respond anymore. I think that's a. Let me just check. 2024 rules.
I think that's true.
Do you want a week to think about it?
It's really just a question.
No, I want him to answer it now.
It's really just a question of, there's 2 paths. Obsidius deals with the authoritor. Obsidius doesn't deal with the authoritor.
We don't know about it. It's Xanthius' call.
This is all you, baby.
This is interesting. It's been added to the 2024 sending. Upon receiving the
just read
message,
this.
upon receiving the message, a creature can block their ability to reach it again with a spell for 8 hours. If you try to send another message during that time, you learn that you are blocked. You can literally block your DM.
Really?
So Xanthias could be like, no, block, and just block Obsidious from
could do. That's
sending
gnarly.
again. It can do it
no,
after
it
8
does-
hours.
It does also say here, the creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes
A
the
like
sender
manner
of positive,
immediately.
and can answer in a like manner immediately.
So I need
So
a
if I'm
response
like,
now.
then it's just like, sorry, too late.
I will let you have a minute, but anything more than that, like, we're not waiting until next week. I want one now, and then we can end the episode.
So I couldn't even like say to everyone the message as it's
Nope.
coming in. I respond with
Starving. Just come on.
you say this, my guy. This is
Say this, my guy.
this is pivotal for my character. Whereas like an
I see.
authoritative,
I
is like,
genuinely thought that was part of the response.
no.
You're the guy.
No.
Essentially.
I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Like this is. Do I let the authority? Like if Obsidious do, fucking Christ.
What would Xanthias do? Don't think about any of the rest of it. Just what
would Xanthias
say
A very
to
proud
Xanthias?
Xanthias.
Yeah. What would be in character for Xanthias in that moment?
I also need to fucking put it into 25 pissing, shitting, dicking words.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
you
gonna
could just start
I'm going to
speaking.
spend fate to. Oh, weird! I can now use more words, and I write an essay.
No.
Well, here's what happened. So
The thing is, Kim, I know you want the episode to end because we want to go home, but I don't want him to have a whole week to think about this. I want him to
Alright.
respond now.
In order to, with the knowledge of the sending spell, I'll just open up the dialogue by saying Obsidious. Now I have a lot of time to figure out what my next few words are going to be.
No.
Send me again, bro.
Obsidious.
Start a new message thread.
Obsidious. Again. What? Yeah.
Yeah. Obsidious.
Yes. However, investigation was flawed. Find the commander. And what am I at?
10.
10.
You've got 15 left.
And
15 left.
and fucking cry about it, dude. I don't give a shit.
I can cry about it. I don't give a shit. No?
Find the commander and they will explain. Authoritor is in over their head.
You got 6 left.
You don't have to use them.
And no one will listen
Bitch.
2 left.
to them.
With that, we will end today's episode.
Fuck this, dude.
That was a good reply.
I think it makes sense.
You didn't
To the
call them-
commander,
Yeah.
and you've said
Yeah.
authorities in over their head, no one will listen to them, is what you've said.
You didn't call them a name or anything?
No.
We
no.
will see if he sends you another sending spell next week.
And canonically, that was instant.
Instantaneous.
Yeah, he just dropped that shit like bam.
Bam.
I've solved the problem
With that,
that quick.
that is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We will see you next time for more High Rollies. Take care.
See you next time.
Bye.